Alright then, let's get started. Right, so we are running a bit low on cash. I'll start working on the harbor here and setting up a road here for the food factory. And then I'll have, of course, a cargo thingy here, cargo station, which will be able to bring in crops from the harbor directly to there, and then we can take the food from there, so we don't need to block this entrance too much. And then of course we will be producing a fair bit of steel hopefully this year, but the main goal is to avoid going too far into debt. I mean, if we have a look at last year's total economy or stats here, so we imported for 5 million. Of course there's also the delivery cost for 600,000 and foreign manpower for 400,000. So if we can technically cut down the foreign manpower, that's already going to kind of avoid going into debt, and then another 100,000 from vehicles. Of course, we may need to buy some vehicles this year, so I don't know exactly how well that will go. If we could maybe start exporting a bit more again, because we certainly didn't export as much as last year. Partially because our food production is not keeping up right now. I mean, our population has grown quite significantly. I mean, during last year it grew by another 2,000, but before that I'm pretty sure that it grew by several thousand. So food production just can't keep up. But let's go to speed 2. And just as a warning, I will be ending on 1st of July 1984 today. Right, so we are still working on a lot of things here. We did get the distribution office here. Doesn't have power yet. I mean, the power lines have been built, but just this one has not yet been built. Also, it needs a bit of steel. Do we have any of that in the warehouse here is the question. Not right now. There might be some on its way, but not yet here. I guess I will just have to wait. Oh, right, and we are working on this here. There's still over 7,000 work days left. Luckily we have a lot of workers in here, but... Right, so it should not be constructed with the workforce from Zagrad over here, so there should be plenty of workers for the food factory area at least, hopefully. We are running a bit low on food though, as well as that's bringing alcohol, isn't it? Yeah, it did. Well, it may have had enough alcohol to actually do a bit more exports. I mean, we got a ship over here waiting. Already 153,000 rubles. Not too shabby, actually. How much fuel and bitumen do we have here? Not enough for exports yet. I'm sure we'll get more in due time, but not yet by the looks of it. Now, we still have a lot of students waiting here. Which means that the university down here is probably rather full. Oh yeah, there's 200 students waiting. Oh boy. And the school has about 2,000 students. That's pretty bad actually. I mean, we do have the school in here, which also has a decent bit of students in there, but clearly not enough. I wonder if we could fit in another school. Well, that's the railway, so definitely not there. I wonder maybe around... I mean, we already have a school there. Is this a school? No, that's the House of Culture. We do have a school there. And then we have a school here, but this might not be connected to most places quite yet. Although, once we get the footpaths around here, that will cut down the distance at least to some of these houses. So it might start getting a bit more in there. Also, we probably need another bus bringing in people to this stop. Because that would probably help. Oh, there's at least a few staff members and teachers there now. Population is currently going down a little bit, but that's usually the trend here during winter. Okay, we are running really low on food there, and we still have 200 workers at the bus platform there. And we started working on the road here. We have, although we haven't gotten anything there yet. And the auto saves are starting to take a long while now, so that's Slightly bad news. Okay, we should be getting the gravel here though rather soon. And then we did start working on this one. Oh right, we don't need this many here though. Like, it is good that we have a lot of workers kept busy, but I think like 200 workers will be plenty for this place, but we should be able to get some cranes or something in here to speed it up. And I mean, we got 2 construction officers working on it already. Now then, how much... Ooh, we're running a bit low on coal. Okay, yeah, there's a fair bit of heat being used by the looks of it. Now, I was putting it over here, and total capacity of all connected buildings, estimated max drain is 99%. Although, in reality, it's not quite that high, but the potential is there, certainly. Now, I wonder, where else did we have connection? So we have another connection going down this way, which, ooh, uses quite a bit. I mean, it is connected to a lot of places, I suppose, but it's taking care of the heating of the headquarters at least, and probably the radio station as well. Although it seems to be doing alright. There might be a fair bit of pollution around here. So people living over here are not having a great time, I dare say. Right, so are we... We're slowly accumulating at least a bitumen. Oh, right, I wanted to set up the secondary... Hold on. Secondary distillery somewhere, but I never placed it by the looks of it. I never got around to it. Okay, we have gotten a tiny bit of money, so we have not made a loss this year yet. Yeah, we made a very little profit, but it is profit nonetheless. I'm guessing the crop ship should be arriving here again soon. Oh, yeah, it's already here. Well, that... Ooh, already down to 900 tons. Means that we have been using plenty of it. Now, we've got quite a few workers at the food factory. That is very good news. We have got a decent bit of workers at the livestock farm as well, but that means that the slaughterhouse might not have... Yeah, that meat storage is empty still. Is there a vehicle? There is at least one vehicle waiting there. Okay, it's the one that feeds that one. Now, how quickly is this accumulating here? Relatively quickly. Assuming that that truck doesn't need to go to refuel, then it should get there in time, and it's going to be filling up rather quickly, actually. Oh, yep. They actually produced more than what that truck took. But that's fine. It's gonna go a bit up and down in the production speed there anyway, so it'll be alright. And we got another refrigerated truck going in there, so that's gonna slow us down a tiny bit. But at least we got about 4 tons of meat there right now, which is going to be picked up by this one, which is going to take it to Pravdov. Luckily, that is going to save us a little bit of money in terms of imports. Because, I mean, this is currently buying the meat, and if we have a look... Oh man. 20 days into the year, and we've already imported stuff for 120,000. A fair bit of which is actually meat and food. A fair bit of cement as well, and electronics and alcohol. We really need to start thinking about getting the electronics production going, but that is going to require quite a bit of production, and also going to require quite a bit of steel production, which we currently do not have. I mean, well, we have a little bit of production, but not enough. Now, we are getting the processing plant and the mine built here. The mine requires a lot of concrete, but it has all the steel that it needs. So we'll get the coal mine there once we get this one. Have we started? Oh, we've gotten the steel here. I wonder if we have any mechanical components now. I'm guessing no, but I could be mistaken. Oh, we got 47 tons. That's not really a problem. It's mostly a problem of getting the stuff in here. It's a bit of a long road to get there. But we should be able to... I mean, yeah, that just requires the concrete, and this one requires the Oh, it requires steel right now. Okay, that makes no sense. Now, wait for the autosave. There we go. How is this doing? Needs more concrete. Then it's gonna need a bit more steel and mechanical components as well. Oh no! Office has been assigned to... I mean, yeah, I might have cancelled this because we need the steel for other stuff. And a lot of concrete, so to, you know, keep the vehicles a bit less busy for the time being. We have done a fair bit of work on the roads here. We are building those two roads. Those bits have already been done, and this road is underway, kind of. We may need to add in the Prapova, sorry, construction office 1 on that one. I mean, I'm guessing the... Oh, building the actual loading station here. I actually don't think we need this right now. We need to focus on some other stuff, but we still have a little bit extra money from the start of the year. That's good. We've got a fair bit of traffic around here. How's this coming along? Needs a lot more concrete. And steel. I wonder, do we have steel down here yet? No, not right now, but there might be some on its way. Not yet. Oh wait, no, that's coming to pick up still, but they may have been used already. Oh, is that the case? Iron steel mill, open storage, unload. Oh. Okay. It's running empty, so I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. Could be that one of the construction officers took the steel that truck was going to bring in. Now, do we have... No, we don't have any meat there right now. Ooh, fire. That's the first of the day. Kindergarten is on fire. Uh-oh. Well, luckily the fire station's right down the road. Now, I wonder, is there going to be a lot of people injured? Also, why are you taking that road? It's clearly not the fastest. But apparently no one got injured. Alright then. I will take that. Now, there's still some roads over here that we do need to upgrade, but we have upgraded a fair bit of this road. There's still some gravel on there, and then this road has been upgraded completely. Well, technically there is one more layer that would allow the people to walk faster along the road, but I'm probably not going to do that anytime soon. But there's still the northern bit of road here that we need to upgrade, and then the bit around the harbour. But it ain't too bad. Now, there was something that I was going to bring in here at some point. I don't remember what it was. I mean, I'm guessing it's probably stuff like electronics or food or something like that. We just don't have enough production of it right now. Now, how's the roads coming up here? Oh, we have started working on the food factory. And why is the Sequoia not assigned to that one? Well, now it is. Oh, and this road over here is coming along quite nicely as well. Have they started working on that one? Well, they are about to. Right, so there's actually a lot of people in here already waiting, just we don't have the materials yet. That's fine, we'll get the food factory going, we'll start importing the crops directly. Oh, we've gotten some nice exports there. And how about this one? Needs still a lot of concrete and steel. Alright then. Well, I'll let them keep on working. Because there is a footpath that people can actually reach here from those buildings. Actually not too bad. Because so far this year, 200,000 profits. Almost $250,000. New vehicle type available using dollars. That seems to be a passenger ship. Well, we don't have dollars, so tough luck, I guess. Right, we got a lot of traffic on this road. Luckily, we only have about 2 weeks before the snow melts down, so the traffic can move freely again. Got some extra fuel there, I think. Actually, there's something that I need to do with the fuel delivery. Let's take that one and assign that to bring in fuel for the harbor. Don't load, unload. And it doesn't have any connections to warehouses or factories, but that's fine. Actually, that's the thing. So once we get this factory or harbor going, we can then technically unload directly from the train into a ship and then export steel. That is an interesting thought. Right, we got a distribution office here which doesn't have any vehicles yet. I don't remember what I was going to put this for, but I think that's going to be the place for trucks to take crops from here to there, for example, or something like that. Have we started working on the road here? Technically, in practice, not really. Because we've got on the gravel and asphalt, just need more concrete, and then we're going to start doing the groundworks in the food factory. Which I hopefully will go well. I cannot promise anything. But I'm sure that it will go well. Oh, actually, yeah, they started already, and that's going down rather quickly. It's going to need a lot of steel, bricks, and boards, though. Now, bricks and boards are not going to be a problem. We produced it. Well, I mean, steel isn't technically a problem either. Like, we will produce it, it's just going to take a long while, and we got a lot of projects that need a lot of steel right now. And there's no workers at the mill at the current moment. Coal mine still needs more concrete, but it did get a little bit there. So as long as they get some workers in there, the mine can keep on working. What's the situation here? We are not working on that. Are we working? Oh, right, we're probably not working on that one directly, so let's send in that so we can actually get the mechanical components and then complete the conveyor belt to the processing facility, and then from here we may need to do the same thing. There we go. So that means that we'll be able to get the conveyor belts done. And once we get these two done and just start getting the workers in here, then we're going to get the coal in here domestically. And then we don't need to worry about, you know, importing coal in here, which honestly hasn't been the biggest expenditure. I mean, if we have a look at last year, well, 750,000 of coal was imported. What about this year? Already 28,000. But there has been a fair bit. I mean, that might be because we are actually not producing enough coal right now. Coal ship is out right now, but we have only a few hundred tons of coal here. And we've got a lot of vehicles that are taking the coal. And they take a lot of it, actually. It could be that the coal production can't quite keep up. There's not a lot of coal ore there, actually. At some point, it might still be worth it to... Oh, actually... Okay, how much miners do we have here? 40. Ah, I see. There's the problem. Should be getting a bus in here at some point, though. Wait, hold on. You were supposed to go there, but I think you're going back to refuel, and then you'll go in there. You have 80 workers, so it would be nice to get them into the mine. Okay, and now we are running a slight deficit from the start of the year again. But at the same time, do we have a ship here that is ready to be exporting? That's already 70,000. And that is practically empty. Never mind them. We have... Ooh, we actually have a stockpile of food here. A very tiny stockpile, but stockpile nonetheless. How is the tunnel going, actually? Oh! It's actually going rather well. Like, at the start of the year it was at 7,000 work days in this phase, I believe, and now it's practically done. Now we need a lot of gravel and asphalt. Well, I'll be. I'll be indeed. Okay, at this point, I think we can assign... Oh, right, we disabled the auto shares for those. Now, which one of these has the... 5 dumpers? Okay, so I'm gonna assign... Once we get the autosave out of the way, I'm gonna assign the road construction office for this. That should be the correct one. So we can get the gravel in there a little bit faster. Now, it might take away some of the workers, but in the end, I think it's going to be fine. Actually, I can probably set the auto search on over here again. I don't think we'll be finding a lot of places to work on. And huzzah! There goes the snow. Oh, well, actually, there's quite a few footpaths that they'll be working on. But I can accept that, yeah. So once we get the tunnel, that's essentially going to give us a direct route from there to bypass this industrial area to go directly to the harbor. And that's going to cut down some of the travel time. Do we have a lot of chemicals here? We do have a little bit. Now, how much did this... Oh, right, now that there's no snow, we can start that one. And... Oh, you don't have any... Okay, so it's the Pravdov... Hold up. We can delete that stop, so it should be Pravdov bus platform and Stalino. Where is Stalino? That one. And launch. Not going to be staggered right now, which is a bit of a problem, but at the same time they should be taking a lot of workers away from here. Still got almost 300 waiting there. Now they should be able to reach all the way around there with the workers. During winter time, those buses cannot cut the or get there in time, but that's going to allow us to have a decent bit of workers at the steel mill again, plus get work on these done. That should be alright. Have we started working on... No, we have not started working on that one. How about the roads in here? Okay, so we've done the gravel portion of this road. Now we just need the asphalt. And I wondered, how are the roads for the new town over here, which will be feeding... well, feeding is probably the wrong word, but providing workers for the steel mill a bit more frequently, even winter time. I think we got a bit of a problem here. Actually, let's just take this one. Sign that, because I'm pretty sure that this one has a paver, which is not being used right now. I mean, to be fair, they have quite a few things that they are working on. That might be part of the reason. Is there a paver heading out? Well, there is no paver there. That much I do know. It's not there. Not there either. And not there, so I'm guessing it's either somewhere down here. Oh, it is there. I see. Well then. Although, did we have a second paver? I don't remember. We have someone working on the open storage here, and I think we may need to assign that as well. Now then, have we gotten some workers in here? Oh, well, we got a lot of workers at the mine now. Still needs concrete. But that will be done today, that's for sure. And we got a few workers at the steel mill right now, but I'm guessing that, yeah, there's first boss with 128 workers. That's gonna feed the, well, a lot of the constructions here. And also the steel mill with plenty of workers. And also the iron mine, actually. Quite nicely in there. Okay, now we are producing a fair bit of steel, and that's even more workers going for the steel mill. Brilliant. Okay, now there should be plenty of steel provided. And this is taking steel to the... Oh! Full processing plant. Well, that's handy. It does need quite a bit of steel, to be fair. And this one needs a lot of concrete, which we will be getting at some point, but it is going to take a while. Now then, how are the other things going on? we didn't actually get this one completed before the sowing season here, so we won't be getting the crops from Western Alba quite yet. How's the grain storage, by the way? It needs steel and concrete, so that is going to take a while. Now, how much exports do we have on this ship here? 83,000 worth. That's actually almost full. Already has 70 tons of stuff, so it can fit another 15 tons, roughly speaking. I'm guessing the crops truck, or crops ship rather, is about to leave. No, it still has over 700 tons. It can still last for a while. Do we have any stockpile here? A tiny bit, but I'm guessing it will be used rather quickly. At least we are getting some alcohol in there as well. Well, I mean, it's basically getting exported directly, but still, it's better than nothing. Now, I wonder, how are we doing on the stuff here? We do have the crops, because we are importing crops in there, but that means that we can keep on producing clothing. We got a little bit here. Not massive amounts, though, and I wonder, how much do we have chemicals now? 14 tons. Now, if I remember correctly, that takes about 10 tons. I suppose I could send this for another trip. That's going to be another 9 tons. On about 9.5 tons of chemicals that will be exported, which is quite a bit of money, actually. And how is the... Ooh, we actually got the excavator in here now, helping with the gravel portion of the road, so that's actually pretty good. Still needs a lot of gravel, but I mean, that's not a massive problem. Now, how are we doing in terms of coal here? Got 200 tons. The coal ship is out and about somewhere. It's actually probably exporting stuff right now. Yeah, seems like it. Right, how many miners do we have? We've got a little bit. Now, I suppose if I... Oh, right, yeah, now I remember the problem. Okay, let's build that one, shall we? That will speed up some of the walking speed there, and then I can upgrade that one. And then this, maybe? Although that means that they won't be able to reach the heating plant here. At the same time, I don't think it's gonna have a lot of use right now. But we do need to have the road into the coal mine up and running. And that is bringing... Okay, that's only 6 workers. That's pretty bad. We'll need 121 tons of gravel there. We do have this one that... Oh, right, yeah. It's just... They're taking the crops and taking it over there. Luckily, that allows 4 trucks to be there at once. And it does make things a lot smoother. Now, how much do we have here? We've got plenty of crops there. That's good. We are producing a fair bit of alcohol, but not enough, clearly. And this ship is empty, but once we get the harbor done over here, we'll start bringing in crops over there with that ship, and that will be then used over here. Right, so we are working on the road there. Have we done... Oh! Okay, we still need a lot of steel in here. I'm guessing we haven't actually gotten a lot of steel down this way. Well, it is empty right now. Got plenty of bricks over there and prefab panels. Ooh, we don't actually have the gravel in there, because we do have that one built. Let's start... Well, actually, we can just continue the construction there. And assign both of the Rivoles in there. I'm actually going to assign this one to be auto searching again. We'll go with that for the time being. Now then, how much do we need here still? Oh, well, it's slowly piling up. We do have another 2 buses bringing in workers down this way. And that seems to be a lot of them. Everyone going to the coal mine, excellent. Because the coal mine is currently probably the weakest link. Because the processing plant is basically taking all the coal ore that it can, and then just pushing it out here, but that's not fast enough right now. Although now it's going to be producing 200 tons of coal ore per workday, current speed at least. But that's quite a bit, and it is now piling up. But there is room for a lot more. And that ship is coming back in. Okay then. We've got 200 tons of coal, so that is going to hinder us a little bit. But we are up to 830,000 rubles. That's pretty decent. We have got a lot of chemicals, we got a lot of fabrics and clothing there. Did we get the chemicals in either one of these? Got a little bit in here. 150,000 rubles worth on that one. What about this one? 14 tons of chemicals. Oh my. That's 146. Alright then, do we have any chemicals in here then? We do. Wait a minute. Are you set that you will actually sell the... No, you're not. Well, that might explain it. Well, now you should be selling all of the things that you will be getting in here. That's good. Well, at least that's better. You are unloading everything. What about this ship? You are unloading everything. Good. So once this ship is going out, we should be getting a decent bit of cash. Might take us over 1 million again. But actually, our economy is not doing that bad. Not right now. But we still have a huge problem with the food in here. I mean, let's have a look at this year's imports so far. We're about 3 months in, and already 770,000 in imports, plus 88,000 for delivery cost, which is rather massive. Wait, is the... Oh, no, there's 300 students waiting at the harbor right now. Go across there. We've got plenty of workers at least at the bus platform. Let's have a quick look. How is the steel mill working? It's not working right now, right then. And over there we need more concrete, which I'm pretty sure that there's at least some on their way. Over here we need more steel. Don't have any vehicles over there. Got plenty of iron ore, or both iron ore and iron actually at the processing plant. Just a matter of how quickly are we going to use it down here. And the truth is, we're not using it all that quickly. Not right now anyway. It's not working particularly fast, but it's alright. Now, we did get that road partially completed. It needs a roller in here, which is not currently on its way. How are we doing on the roads here? There's still at least one dumper waiting there. That paver is doing alright, but we've got 2 dumpers waiting here, so that's not good. And over here we have been sowing the field, so that's good. We've got a tiny bit of crops there, which I'm not entirely sure how, where or when, but oh well. Got 10 tons of chemicals, a bit of crops and some clothing in here, that's good. And the chemical truck. How is the tunnel coming along now? Still needs a bit more gravel, and then we are down to the asphalt phase, and then we'll have a tunnel. Well, I mean, after the asphalt phase, it still needs the rolling to be done there, but that shouldn't be a problem. It's just a matter of time, really. But yeah, that's going to cut down the travel time between the harbour in here and Pravdo quite significantly. I mean, it's still going to be rather long trips in all fairness, but I think it will be... Actually, I wonder... No, I don't think it's going to be faster. I'm just thinking because there's the aggregate loading in here, where we are loading in coal for a lot of the stuff down here. Are they going to be using this road? Or are they still going to go around there? I mean, they might use that one, actually. Okay, we got a ship waiting there. That one, 189,000. Oh, but we are down to... Ooh. I mean, we were buying the crops just recently, so that would explain that. And okay, so both of these ships are actually getting rather full. And we've got plenty of crops waiting there, and we still have some crops in here actually. Although, where is the crop ship? Could be somewhere around there. Well, it's not too far away. And even if this storage runs empty, there's still buffers in here, both of these, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Do we have meat there? We got 2 tons of meat there. And over here we are producing a lot of it. I doubt we're actually doing all that much right now. Like 2 tons per day right now. Which turns into a ton of meat. A singular ton. Last chance to buy. Another vehicle, but there's another autosave. Let's have a look. This car. Okay, well, I mean, I don't think we need that right now anyway. Ooh, 200,000 on this one ship. Luckily, the vehicles don't break down yet. I believe that will be added at some point, but not yet. Right then, so we've got almost 24,000 population. That is still quite a bit. How's the work on the harbor doing? Still needs the concrete and all the steel, essentially. And over here, still waiting for the steel as well. We're doing the groundworks at the cargo station, and we have done the factory connection. So that's good. I wonder, how many places is this going to be? Ah. Well, that's a problem. Although, did we get the footpaths over there? Yeah, we did. So that means that this is actually now close enough to a lot of the houses in there. Well, at least some of the houses, so that means that there will at least be some people in here. I mean, a bit less students waiting in here, hopefully. Although I'm not convinced. Not even nearly. Anyway, I suppose one thing that I could do to cut down the travel distance to the food factory is to go through here. Okay, let's go around there. All too sharp of a turn. Okay, well that works. We can still build some stuff. Well, actually, no, I don't think we can fit anything in here. There's the power lines going through there. Although, I mean, technically it would be possible to go with the power lines around here. That would bring us a little bit more room there, although, I mean, that smaller power line can probably stay there. There's a little bit of room in the middle here that we could build something in. At the same time, I'd rather leave it kind of empty area because it's a high pollution area going to be anyway, so not an ideal place to live in, for example. That is taking... Oh, right, that's actually a bus going between the places here. Right, ooh. Hospital is having quite a bit of people in there. Right then, how much do we have? We've got some food there, but not a lot in all fairness, and we're buying the meat over there once again. We have a look at this year's nest now. Okay, it's safe to say that about 1.3 million is being, or has been used for the imports already, and that means almost with our exports, so that's a bit less than ideal, I'd say. Now then, how are the roads coming along here? That's still waiting. That one needs a roller. That one needs a roller. Unfortunately, we only have one roller. I'm not sure where it is right now. Wait, is that? That's the paver going around. Probably over there or over there. Which, honestly, is fine. I wonder if the roller is down here somewhere. Oh yeah, it is actually. Oh well then. Oh, but we have started working a lot of roads over here as well, so that's good. Now then, still need quite a bit of steel there, and just more concrete at the coal mine. How much do we have? We got... stockpiles are full over there. Not a lot of workers in there, but we do have at least a little bit of steel production, but we have a truck waiting there already. It's actually taken to the processing plant, so that's not too bad. I mean, as soon as we get all of this production line completed here, then we can stop importing the coal to the steel mill, which is going to save us a fair bit in delivery cost, because this is far away from borders, so it's rather expensive to bring the stuff in here. Like, actually, let's have a look. The delivery cost is almost double the price of the resources in here. That is probably what is costing us so much. As soon as we get this line completed, then that is going to cut down the delivery cost quite significantly. Now then, those roads... Oh, we actually got the paver in here now. That's good. I wonder if that's going to be enough. No, it's... I need another half a ton of asphalt. Alright then. What about over here? What's the situation with the harbour? I think they have gotten a little bit of steel. Not enough, of course, but they have gotten all the concrete for this phase. How about the tunnel? Okay, they are in the asphalt phase now. They do need a lot more asphalt in there, but seems to be going alright. And how is the coal piling up? It is actually piling up now. That's good. I mean, the export ship is coming back now. So probably not fast enough production, but there has been a bit of an improvement by the looks of it. Right, so now that we've got that one upgraded, we should upgrade that one. Then we'll upgrade this one. I actually wonder, should we upgrade that one as well? I'm gonna cut down the workers going for the processing plant, which is not great. Oh well, we'll think about that later. Oh, we almost hit 1 million. How much do we have still at the ship here? Ooh, it's about to leave out soon again. That's going to be another 200 and something per shipment that we need to pay for, but oh well. But at least in Zagrad, things seem to be alright. The health is a bit of an issue, I do admit that much. And a bit of alcohol addiction, but you know, that's half of the cause. Right, did we... We could upgrade that road, but we haven't done that yet. How we... Oh, right, we need some steel here. How much would it cost? 21,000. I don't know. We could certainly start building this one as well. Actually, no, the... Oh, well, both of them are working on this now. And Sequoia is also working... Okay. I mean, we have no steel is the problem, but we'll be getting some eventually. Let's actually have a look. Do we have production ongoing right now? A tiny bit. Seems kind of abandoned though. For the time being. Over here we are actually doing work on the coal mine now. Still needs, I think, 2 more trucks. Or concrete mixers rather. Got one mixer already heading to the building and another one that is going up to get the concrete and then heading here. Although, with my luck, there's going to be a 3rd truck that is, so mixer that is going to be required for this. Because there's going to be like 1/3 of a ton of concrete missing or something like that. Oh well, we'll fix that when we reach that. And I know that's not how the saying goes, but I said it anyway. Right, so this is slowly filling up. I mean, the coal exports have been a steady income, at least. Although the fact that the coal is not piling up there is a slight problem. And it's mostly because there's not enough workers at the mines there. How much do we have any extra food here? In practice, not really. In theory, yes, but... Oh, that reminds me, how is the food factory coming along here? Missing steel. And over here, missing steel. Okay, so both of those are kind of stuck. Now, I actually wonder... Yeah, it is possible, okay. So if we were to set up a cargo station down here... we'd need a bit of terraforming by the looks of it. But technically it would be possible. We'd be able to connect this over to the road there. Alright then, well, let's start by... Oh, we don't have a bulldozer over here. Or excavator. I mean, yeah, I guess they are a bit busy. There's a lot of concrete mixers here. I wonder if there's anything that they could be doing. I reckon not really. Like, they got a lot of things that they are working on, but it's just not good enough. I mean, they probably have gotten all the concrete already, and it's mostly missing the steel. Whereas near the steel mill, it's the other way around. For some of the buildings, anyway. Ooh. 0.1 tons of steel missing for this phase. I mean, after that, it's going to need another 20 tons, but still. Good progress. Over here, actually, yeah, we could place it on here so we can get the concrete there. Majority of the road has been... Oh, right, well, that's where the excavators are. I wonder, is there any other roads over here on Western Alba Vostok that actually need to be constructed? And nope, just those two roads. We should be able to get the gravels in there relatively quickly. Now, how much do we still miss? Oh, that's the dumper. Okay, 194 tons of asphalt still. I mean, technically, we got several trucks in there with asphalt, so it's just a matter of waiting until they are actually working on it. It's just so many vehicles are going in there that it's kind of cutting the flow of work every now and then, but they'll get it done. Now, we've got another double ship, or double ships in here waiting for load up some more stuff. Both of those are now empty. This one has 6 tons of alcohol, worth 9,000 rubles. But the alcohol price is still rather significant. I mean, it is one of our better exports that we currently have. I mean, do we have a lot of chemicals in here? We've got 12 tons. Don't think I want to export that right now. 2377 grain is no longer available. Alright then. Oh, right, there's still some roads over here that we are working on. Missing less than a ton of asphalt. Alright then. Hold on, so how far? Oh, right, so those people can actually reach the food factory now directly. That's handy. I wonder if there's a way for us to connect it down here. I think there might be. Well, at least, you know, we can run it through there. And there. We could even connect that over there. And build those. I know it's a bit of extra work, but... And actually... You know, I don't think we can connect to the hospital all that well. I mean, technically, that would be an option. And would there be a... Well, that would be going around, so it might actually... No, we can't cut through there. Okay, never mind then. But through here. Ooh, that would be possible. Okay, so we'll build those. So it's going to cut down the travel time to the hospital from these houses a little bit. Hopefully. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the case or not, but one can certainly hope. Right, so we are working on the chemicals at decent speed, I suppose. Now then, what do we have on the ships here so far? A lot of food and alcohol. And more alcohol. Don't have a huge amount of food at the storage there right now. That is a bit of a problem. We got... Okay, it's 11,000 people living in Pravda. I mean, we got more in Zagrad, actually. Now, how are the roads coming along here now? I've done the first bit of roads, now we started working on the next bits of roads. Over there, and the same over here. That one is still technically waiting for the paver. Now, have we gotten the... Oh, the mine is working. Huzzah! Okay, so over here we just need a lot more steel. Have we got on... I've got a little bit over there. What I could do is say... you can go there, 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 and I suppose I could assign that as a location. And I think I'm gonna set the steel mill at 30%. Processing plants don't need as much as the mines. I think that will be alright for the time being. We may need to fiddle with that later on, but we'll go with that for starters anyway. Right then, have we done... We have started work on that road there. Oh, and that long road is almost completed, that's good. That one needs a bit more asphalt in there, and... Oh, hey, we have actually gotten a little bit of steel at the food factory. Still needs a lot more. I'm guessing all the roads... No, still needs... Well, that should be enough. No, it's gonna need one more truck. Alright then. Over here, still need... We need the same bit of steel there still. Alright then. Now what about the 168 tons of asphalt required at the tunnel here? We've got 5 trucks in there, so that should be about 20 tons. Or maybe 25. But it's going to require quite a bit of time still. Now we've got one ship here waiting. It has a little bit of exports there. I'm actually gonna have to do one thing real quick, so there's gonna be a quick break. I'll be back in just a few moments. Although actually I don't think I have the stuff going on, so I'll just leave that there for a quick moment. I'll keep on talking in the meanwhile then. But yeah, it's just some comments that I kind of need to answer to. Alright then, sorry about that. Let's keep on going. So we still have, okay, 843,000. How full is this? Okay, we had another import of crops rather recently. That would explain some of the money lost there. The coal export ship is again waiting for more coal here. It means that the coal mine is probably not working on full speed, not even closely. Alright then, I guess a fair bit of the workers have been brought into the... Well, at least some of the workers have been brought into the tunnel construction, which I suppose in the end is fine. I mean, once that's completed, well, sooner that is completed, the better. Okay, so over here we have actually a fair bit of gravel waiting there. That's good. How much do we have? I'm guessing the other gravel storage is completely full as usual. Not quite. Actually, there's a fair bit of room in there, which is a bit surprising, if you ask me. Okay, so that one requires an excavator. We may need to assign that there. And over here, same for this one. I'm guessing that construction office is still very much overworked. Oh, no longer... Oh, it's just the U377s. Oh, never mind then. We've got 44 workers at the steel mill, so we're actually slowly building up some steel here. I'm guessing there's gonna be another truck heading this way to pick it up rather soon. I presume it's gonna go over here, or on one of these. Actually, that already has everything it needs, just doesn't have the workers in there really. And same with this one. Okay then. We'll get those built eventually. Now I suppose what I could do is I could build this thing as well. Should be fairly easy. But that's going to make the workers go into the mine a little bit faster. And we'll actually assign this one as well. We've got 24,000 population right now, which is both good and terrible, because that means a lot more consumption of food and all the other stuff that is costing us a lot right now. Okay, so I suppose I could upgrade some of the roads in here at some point. I mean, we do have some alternative roads that we could utilize every now and then. I mean, especially once we get the tunnel completed, then upgrading this area is not all that bad idea, really. There you go, tunnel. Down to 145 tons of asphalt. We've got a lot of vehicles in here. That's pretty nifty. And, okay, the power plant is using up to 9 megawatts every now and then. And it doesn't have enough coal, by the looks of it. I mean, the consumption has increased so much that I'm not particularly surprised right now. I'm guessing we got some crops there, but it means that this ship is gonna leave soon. How much do we have on here? Actually, not a lot. Although we might have bitumen now for export. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, where's the bitumen ship? No, that's the fuel one. So you launch. So that's gonna give us another 250,000 or something like that. Actually, probably more than that. Well, we can see in a few moments. I'll actually open that and leave it there. Building is on fire. Meat storage in Pravdo. Well, I mean, it was empty most likely, but still, that's not ideal. Luckily, the fire truck should be able to get there soon. It's already there. I'm guessing it's gonna be, well, not fully manned, but almost. There we go. Although that means that we may have had to buy a bit of steel, maybe. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to close that. Put it to the corner over there, so we can see how much it's actually going to be worth soon. Now then, over here, how much work have we actually done? We've done the groundwork on both of these by the looks of it. We've gotten some of the steel there, and a fair bit of the steel there. Because I could assign that one over there. I reckon that both of those offices are rather busy. Still needs a lot of steel in there, so actually I'm gonna lower the amount for the whole processing plant. 10% for the time being. Okay, now the ship is... Oh, bitumen ship is filling up, and it's actually gonna be... Oh man, it's gonna be a lot. Probably something like 400,000. Wait, yeah, it's gonna be over 400,000. Might be actually all the way down to 500, or very nearly 500,000. Oh yeah, it is over half. Okay then, well that's gonna be a lot of cash. That's good. That can allow us to keep on working then. Now we got plenty of workers at the steel mill now, so that's good. Which of course means that we are importing a lot of coal. At the same time, that steel can be used to build the coal processing plant, so it's not all bad. Now, how's the work on the new town here? We're still working on the roads, of course. Hold on. Was the... Yeah, both of the officers have been assigned to that. And over here they are also... Oh, they did the gravel portion on that one. And missing a little bit of gravel there, but that's alright. Got one roller, they got one concrete mixer, and then technically they have a crane over here that has been unassigned from there. Oh, and in about a month and a half we'll start harvesting the crops down here again. Means that at least we'll be importing a bit less crops here. On the other hand, oh, we don't actually have any clothing there. Got plenty of fabrics. We can actually... We don't actually produce all that much clothing in the clothing factory, but the clothes are rather expensive. And it's a good thing that we have plenty available. We've got 27 tons over there. We got another 10 or almost 11 tons over there. And how much do we have here? 42. Ooh, well that's a fair bit. Okay, and ooh, crop ship is just leaving, so that's going to be another 250,000 that we need to pay for the crops. So at the same time, we're getting over 500,000 from bitumen, so it's not all bad. Now, how much fuel do we have? A bit less than 600 tons. Not enough for exports. Hello, Nico Girl. How's it going? And there we go. We've got that. Autosave. So this year, ooh, almost 2 million already. On the, well, actually, if you factor in the delivery cost, then more than 2 million, or about 2.1 million has been used already. But we do actually have a bit of profit still for this year so far, so it's not all bad. Now, how's the food factory over here? Still needs a lot of steel. 45 tons, but at the same time, at least the steel mill is actually operating, for the most part. There is a little bit of steel waiting. How much over? Ooh, we actually got some steel in there. And how much do we have? Oh, we got some fuel there. We should be able to get this processing plant done soon. Now, we got the mine operating technically, but it can't push out any of that. Partially because we don't have the conveyor belt, actually. We do have the materials there. It would only cost 6,000 for... Okay, I suppose I can pay that much. What about over here? It's probably something similar. 8,000. Just to get the conveyor belts completed. So as soon as we get enough steel here, and well, we will need the mechanical components, but we have those available still. Now, how are the roads doing here? Still waiting for the paver. There we have an excavator working. I wonder, where the hell is the paver? Is it somewhere down south of the steel mill again? Oh yeah, it is. A dumper heading this. Oh yeah, there. There was an empty dumper. Alright then. That's a bit less than ideal. Right, so we're currently importing the crops by the looks of it. Oh man, that's a lot of traffic, and there's no gravel in there, so they won't be getting anything. Still missing some steel here. Have we gotten any? We might actually be getting some. Oh, well, maybe not. How much would it cost to build this? 3,000. That's one step closer. How much would this cost? That is it. You know what? I'm gonna get these just completed so we can cut down some of the travel time. It is a bit expensive, but it will save us a fair bit in the fuel cost. So where is the truck that goes down here? Okay, you are the one that I want to reassign. So what we're going to do is actually, well, let's assign that. You're going to load up from there. And then you are going to go over there and unload. I'm going to send you there. I'm going to cancel these two. And then, of course, wait until loaded. And wait until unloaded. Now, what's the other one? Oh, it's the one that takes it to the prefab panel directly. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Now we'll have a truck feeding both of these directly, and that is going to be good in the long run. And this is the truck that we just assigned, I believe. At least it fills up rather quickly. Right, so it should be filling up both of these. Oh, well, it did. Kind of. But we already used the gravel. Whoops. We may need to assign another vehicle on that trip. Actually, let's just buy another dumper then. So dumper, I think we're going to go with the big ones. These are bloody expensive, but 16 tons of gravel is no small ordeal. And then assign the aggregate loading, aggregate unloading, that sounds about right. That should allow us to keep these working a bit more frequently. How much bitumen do we still need at the tunnel here? 121 tons, so they haven't, well, they've gotten a tiny bit in there by the looks of it. Right, so let's bring in more gravel. How quickly is it going to get in here? Rather quickly by the looks of it. Well, both of these have some concrete, oh, not concrete, gravel now. But this one at least uses it rather swiftly right now. I mean, there's probably a bit more demand for asphalt right now than the concrete. Also, how is the farm in Western Albervostok doing? Still missing that same steel that it was doing before. And how are we doing on the stuff here? Still needs a fair bit of steel on the processing plant, but good progress has been made there. Gathering up some steel over here, and you're taking it to the processing plant. Well, that's handy. How many? Oh, we only got 15 workers at the steel mill, though. But as soon as we get that one completed, then we don't need to import the coal, and that's gonna be lovely. Now, in the meanwhile, how is the situation over? Ooh, the warehouse is empty. Oh, that's not good. Do we have any chemicals for export? I think we do. We'll take that. That's going to be another... Actually, how valuable is the chemicals right now? 8,728 rubles per ton. So with about 10 tons... Yeah, that's 87,000. Not bad. Right, so we got the oil tanker, or fuel tanker over there rather. We do have a little bit of fuel. Well, I mean, still missing about 200 tons. Or 250 tons of fuel before we can start exporting, but that's alright. Right, well, at least the workers over here have been distributed fairly well. The livestock farm is working, but probably not fast enough to keep this working on full speed. And the meat storage is empty. That is a bit less than ideal. I mean, I suppose one thing that I could do, if need be... Well, no, I think the livestock is actually going to be more expensive to import than meat, so per ton that is going to be used, so no, I'm not actually going to do that. Well, I could technically be using a ship to bring those in, but at the same time, yeah, it's just going to be too expensive. It's going to be better to just import the meat directly. For some reason. Okay, so over here, the asphalt... 64 tons of asphalt, but I mean, that seems to be getting a lot better here now. Although those trucks are just running up and down constantly. We've got a decent stockpile there, so it's not all bad. Yeah, we are certainly going through a lot of gravel. And the concrete plant has plenty of it now. We're gonna need a lot of cement, but there's not much I could do about that. I'm guessing there's still hundreds of students there still. And hundreds of workers over here as well. Now, how have we got on the... Oh, the harbour has gotten a little bit of steel, but it's still gonna need a lot more. And what about the food factory? Seems to be... There's been a little bit of progress down there. That's not enough. There was 64 tons before. Now it's down to 46, and there's a lot of trucks in there, so might not be missing all that much, in all fairness. Bringing in bitumen there, that's good, and we've got a lot of gravel waiting. I mean, it's a good thing, because there's still going to be massive traffic in there. Now then, how are we doing? Still waiting on... Oh, we have completed... Hold on. It was this row that we were waiting, and still are waiting with 2 trucks there. Okay, is the paver heading this way? Nope. Okay, that should at least free up the trucks, because they've been there for months now. Probably better that we could just send them out with something else instead. Right, how is the construction of this going? Still needs... Okay, 1 more truck of steel for this phase, and then it's going to need the mechanical components and another 20 tons of steel. It's not too bad, and that is actually bringing in the steel that they need. Well, some of it anyway. There's no trucks there, there's no workers at the steel mill right now. Well, that's a bit of an issue, but there should be some buses heading this way. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's taking workers. Okay, so that's part of the construction office. What about the next bus that I think I saw? Under this detail here. No, that's actually dumper, never mind. Surely there is a bus somewhere here. That's going back, that's going back. So is this... This might be the... No, it is actually on the same line there. Oh, we started working on the train station there, that's good. And also this one, it just doesn't have any workers in there. There is a bus heading in with 128 workers once again. Hopefully it can reach there. But yeah, 5.8 tons of steel missing. And no workers at the mill or anything else here. Just not being enough traffic. I mean, there's a lot of trucks going back and forth, so it might be slowing them down every now and then. And they may have been... Well, actually, no, they shouldn't be worrying about this area here. So, I don't know. Oh, we actually got some steel here. And everyone's going for it. Trying to take it to different locations, but we ran out of steel already. So, how's the tunnel? Ooh! 3.1 tons of asphalt. I mean, then it's gonna need a lot of rolling still, but it's getting closer. Oh, and it looks like... Oh wow, they've been doing a lot of forestry on the outside there. On the other hand, let's have a look at the sawmill actually. Amount of wood in the forest, 7,800 tons. Fell trees ready to transport from forest, 673 tons. Not bad. Oh, we can always plant more. Now, is the chemical plant working on... Well, it's working on a decent speed. It's not full speed, but could be a lot worse. Oh, we've gotten a little bit of steel at the food factory. That's lovely. Although it's running out right about now. But it is another step closer to being able to produce food there. What about the... Oh, that still requires 60 tons of steel there. Alright, then have we at least gotten enough workers at the steel mill to keep it working? Oh, there's 17 in there right now. Means that there are some trucks trying to wait for some... Oh, that's actually taking for the processing plant. That is handy. We've got 90 people at the plant itself. Alright then. Or 90 workers over there. But anyway. So it's still not... Oh! And the rolling asphalt portion. It should be going with a relatively good speed. They don't need any more resources, so that's lovely. I think it's going to be done in August. In all likelihood. Now that's heading out with 127,000 rubles. That's heading out with 228. Oh. Well, I mean, it's 14 tons of clothing and 9.2 tons of chemicals, so I suppose it makes sense. Damn, that is massive. On the other hand, this is going to head out soon to import more crops, so we are going to need those exports. Very badly. Okay, have we... No, we still got a decent bit of gravel there. May need to get another truck to bring in the quarried stone, though. Or just, you know, update some of the roads here. Actually might be the better option. I mean, we're gonna do... or use some cash on that. And just use the rubles. 26,000. Not great, not terrible. That will allow them to go a bit faster, so that's in the long run going to be a much better option for it. Although it is 26,000 that we just used. But if we can keep the gravel processing plant working a bit more, then that's fine, because, I mean, at least there's still a little bit of room for it to work faster. How much? Ooh. Don't have a lot of coal. I mean, the ship is already there. During that time, we only produced less than 200 tons of coal. I mean, well, we produce more than that, but a lot of it is being taken away with some trucks, so I suppose that's to be expected. Right, so we upgraded those. I suppose I could upgrade this footpath now. Shouldn't be too bad. And okay, so 238 workdays left on the tunnel. Got 34 workers there, plus the roller, so that's gonna mean that it's... Actually, how quick is that? I can't see the speed of the machine there, but what I can do is if I go around here and have a look at the roller, it has a speed of 18 work speed, so that's the amount of workdays that it does per day, I think. That means it's doing a bit less than 50 workdays per day right now. I mean, it's gonna get some more workers soon, I reckon. Okay, there we go. That's a lot of workers. 250 tons of coal per day. Oh, yeah, it's starting to accumulate a little bit there. We're slowly getting the coal back. Good. Very good. And I'm guessing the export ship with almost 300,000 rubles is over here right now. That's good. About to export stuff. On the other hand, this is coming to import stuff. So, yeah, it's going to negate the exports from that particular ship, pretty much. Still missing some steel over there and here. I'm sure that once we get the steel mill area working properly, then there's going to be a lot of steel that will be transferred over. Oh, we did get that one phase completed. Now just need the steel and components. And the components should be hitting already. Ooh, 24,000 and almost 24,500 population. That's not bad. Now, hopefully we can keep all of these working at decent speed. Once we get the processing plant completed. I mean, we do have a truck over here that will be taking steel there. And we got 40 workers here, so that means that we are making some tons of steel per day. Although not all that much in all fairness. I mean, 50 workers do 4 tons of steel per workday. So 20 will do less than 2 tons. Right, as soon as we get the components here, we should be able to start working on the processing plant a bit more. Now, in the meanwhile, did we get the... No, the pair is still there. And the dumpers are stuck on various places here. That's not great. Are we at least getting some work done on these roads? Not necessarily. Oh, okay. We got all the dumpers here. How much would this cost? 41,000. I don't want to pay that. Oh, but we got 1.2 million now. Lovely. I mean, it's now going down because we're importing the crops, but still. It's nice to see over 1 million rubles again. Even if it was for just a few moments. Now, how much? We got another 16 tons of chemicals here. I'm gonna export once again. Now, how is the... Got plenty of fabrics. Oh, right, we do need to have that as a base of work. Oh, we got plenty of workers there right now. And we got the distribution office here that will be working a fair bit around this region at some point, but not right now. It's mostly will be doing the transferring extra crops from one place to another. There we go, that's quite a few workers at the clothing factory. Oh, we got... I see a problem. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll assign workers to there, there, and there. And the fire station probably doesn't need a huge amount, but actually I think the fabric factory can be a bit lower. We'll go for a quarter there, and a quarter... well, something like that anyway. So that will mean that the clothing factory will get most of the people. Because fabric we actually make a fair bit per day. There we go. Another autosave. Right, so if we have this year's... Ooh, 3 million of imports already, and it's only August. Plus almost 400,000 of delivery cost. Oh boy. So, food imports have actually dropped a fair bit now. And meat imports are still fairly large. Coal is still almost 500,000. If we have a look at last year's stats, coal was 750,000 though. Electronics 700,000. Alcohol 100,000. 1.4 million in food for crop imports. I mean, it is mostly just the ship going about, and the price does fluctuate a fair bit, as far as I can tell. We did import a little bit, still getting the distribution of gravel up for the construction material production here, but that's alright. I suppose I could assign this to be constructed. Although we don't have the steel anyway available. But, oh, the tunnel is completed. Well, ain't that handy. I'm not sure if there's a lot of vehicles using that right now. Somehow I have a feeling that probably not. Oh, that one is. That's actually, yeah, it is going to be handy because it's bringing in the fuel around here. It does cut down the travel time. What about over here? Are these vehicles using that? I doubt that. Oh, actually, why are you taking that? Taking it to the power plant. Oh, right. That makes sense. Now we do have a... Oh, right. It's just emptied the place. But it is piling up, and we got 83 workers at the coal mine there, so it is producing a fair bit of coal. Right, over here still missing some steel and a bit of components. But 8.8 tons of steel, we should be getting that soon. We do have a truck over here that's actually taking it to the train depot. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that we get that eventually. We did get the rail construction office already. Actually, what we could do is we could assign that as a connection. Gonna unload at least the gravel there. Oh wait, wait a minute, you can't? Ah. You cannot. Okay, we'll assign that one then. And you'll unload gravel over there at least. Maybe steel, prefab panels, and bricks and boards later, but we'll start with the gravel. Not that we'll be building any of the rails here anyway, but... Hello, Average. How's it going? Right, so we've got a lot of workers at the steel mill. Quite a bit at the processing plant. Do we have... Oh, this will actually go to the processing plant. It just needs a bit more workers. Oh, well, we got another shift moving in. Building is on fire. Heating pumping station around here. I wonder if we're going to get the truck here in time. Technically it should be able to, but... remains to be seen. Okay, there we go. We did get there in time. Good. I mean, at this point in time, the heating station is a bit less used, but that's alright. Finally got the achievement. Oh, congratulations. Okay, so we got still quite a bit of crops at the ship here, but it will go for another set of imports soon enough. And we got some exports over here waiting already, but that's going to take a while for these to fill up. And how is it? Well, there's a little bit coal there, but not enough either. Okay, so do we have enough fuel to export? Nope. We'll need about 130 tons. I think after this truck, which is going to take it to the processing plant, we're going to need another truckload to actually complete the processing plant, but then we can start getting our own coal here, so we don't need to import that. That's going to cut down our costs a fair bit. And yeah, then we can keep on producing coal. Not coal, steel. Well, also coal, but steel. Okay, not far off from 25,000 population. It's quite high, if you ask me. Okay, so that one has all the dumpers waiting there. That one needs a bit more gravel, but since all the dumpers, well, most of the dumpers are waiting here, then it's not going to get any. Got the mixers, we got the covered hole, open hole roller over there, okay. Over here we are... Ooh! We'll get the cargo train station soon completed. This is still needing some asphalt, which is going to have to wait. But here we need a bit of workers, but we're going to get the open storage completed at some point. And then we can start bringing in the steel over here. from the steel mill area at some point anyway. But we'll probably need to get some of the distribution offices here completed for that. Right, so that one's paused, that one's paused. Pretty sure that these are not under... Well, they might be underway. They got steel. Not the components, because they don't have the correct office working on them. Okay, still need 4 tons of steel. I doubt we have a truck there right now. Nope. Because we have no workers. Although this is bringing in 45 workers, so that's enough for a small shift. That's bringing in another 121. Let's hope. Oh, nope, it's gonna come in mostly empty. Yep. It's been a bit too much traffic on the way by the looks of it. I wonder, because is that taking it to the coal processing plant? Okay, let's have a look. Will this get there in time? I mean, it's driving as fast as it can, but if there's going to be a lot of traffic on the way, then it might not get there in time, because the people don't want to spend all that many days on the bus to go to work. There is a dumper behind the... Oh. And another bus with workers going to the processing plant. Oh, and... Okay, that slowed us down a fair bit. That might mean that the workers don't get there in time. Although, we are getting closer and closer. Soon on the right there should be the road going to the iron mine. Oh no, that's gonna stop us again. There we go, that takes you to the mine. That's the iron processing plant. Oh, you're going to refuel first. Oh crap. I mean, sure, I do understand. Oh, and now we lose the workers. Gonna host E4 MP games. Not right now. I do play with friends a little bit, but no, not really community games right now. Okay, so we didn't get any workers for the steel mill there. That's an issue. I wonder if we were to get a harbour somewhere around here, would we be able to get a road through there? Probably not, and it would still be too far from there. I mean, if we were to... No, I don't think it's going to be possible to bring in workers here with a ship. That's a bit of a shame. Other than going all the... No, that wouldn't work either. Never mind then. Watch my CK3 stream, but I won't play until you play CK2. Fair enough. I mean, CK2 is still a good game. I mean, honestly, after the Call of Fury and the Iron Century updates to CK2, it's pretty much a complete game. And there's still some bugs in there, but not too many. But yeah, I haven't gotten my hands on CK3 yet, so I have to wait until Wednesday. Well, technically I'll get to play it tomorrow, but won't be streaming it until Wednesday. Right, we have gotten a little bit still there, but it's just still a matter of not enough workers in here. Ooh, well actually we got a tiny bit of workers here. Got 20 at the steel mill. You for her full CK3 series just remaster with more content if you think about it. Yes and no. Like, if you played the previous iterations, then they're not really remasters. They are their own games, for the most part. I mean, sure enough, they're building on top of the old games, but still, it is different games. Although it is the same series, and like sure enough, they do have similarities, but like good example is Hearts of Iron 3 and Hearts of Iron 4. Right, there is a huge difference in there. Right, did we get... That is still missing a lot of steel. That is missing another 26 tons of steel, plus after that another 13 tons of steel and 12 tons of boards. Right, so we got... Okay, that's out... almost out of crops again. Oh, we actually have a little bit of food there. Oh, well, that's interesting. Although it's probably going to run out soon enough. And it's about to hit winter time anyway, so that's going to be bad. Oh, thankfully there's still about 2 months before the snow hits. Okay, so that's empty, and this is almost full. New vehicle type available. Bulldozer big, using dollars though. Is CK2 harder than EU4? It's different. Like, some people find CK2 easier than EU4, and other people find it harder than EU4. Like, it depends on your preference. Is there something you should really try to avoid at all costs, like bankrupting a rebel break nation in EU4? Honestly, I wouldn't worry about too much something that you need to avoid at all costs. Like, play the game, you'll learn it. You'll probably learn it through mistakes, but that's not to be concerned about. Like, you will have some rebellions and succession crisis and all that sort of stuff, but just go with it. Okay, we're almost at 1.4 million again, that's good. One thing that you will want to do is, if you're playing as a tribe, then you'll want to get in a situation where you can have the primogeniture succession type. There's technically a threat in there, yeah. The political map, I mean, there is the... I suppose the Independent Nations map mode is probably the closest one to political one in EU4. And that is probably the one that most people are using when they are playing CK2. Right, over here we need 45 tons of steel. We're still missing the same amount of steel as before. Have we got any other workers in here right now? It's just... slower buses are just not working all that well for this. Because the faster vehicles are going past them, and then the buses will need to slow down. Oh, well. Oh, we got the processing plant now. Now, we may need to set up that as... no, it is actually... no, that's the iron processing plant. That's a 70+ page manual for EU4 by Paradox. Oh yeah. I haven't actually read it, but I do know that they did do manuals still at the time when EU4 was published. I think they pretty much stopped that since then though. They realized that video tutorials are just so much easier to consume. And for example, for CK3 there are already video tutorials sponsored by Paradox. up in the YouTube channel. Right, I suppose what I can do, I can get some faster vehicles to do that trip. Also, do we have a lot of chemicals here? We've got 14 tons and not really enough to export. But if we buy more of these have a good speed, not a huge capacity of workers, but that's not the biggest issue. But just assign you to the Pravda Stalino and launch. And then this one, do the same. And I'm gonna wait a little bit before we launch. Now, just to space them out a little bit. I played Half-Life 2 yesterday. I want to play Half-Life Alyx, but gonna wait for a year or two before I buy a VR headset. I mean, yeah, the VR headsets are rather expensive still, so it is quite an investment. But I mean, once you do invest in a VR headset, then you have a lot of, well, at least a decent collection of games already to play on it, so it's not all bad. Yeah, I wonder if I could update that road at some point. We have started getting a decent bit of harvest around here already. I mean, it's the regular harvest in mini Ukraine there. And this ship is slowly filling up. That's good. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the hydrate there. Right, so we've got 2,500 adults living in the parents. I mean, once we get the town over here under construction, which apparently is still going to take a long while, but once we do, then we can start moving the people in there. Now, with the extra buses, we should be able to keep this thing working most of the time. And what I think I will do is, where are the long buses? I'll send those back home already if they don't have workers on them. Or rather, I'll add in as the last stop there. Go there. And where's the other one? Not in there. Is it heading back already? Yeah, I think it is. Once you're done, we go there. Because in due time, once they get back in here, it's already going to be snowing, most likely. Or maybe, not maybe, but... we are processing the coal there. We have a little bit of coal here, and I don't think we need to import anymore, so that's going to cut down some of the costs. And yeah, the coal is actually piling up there a little bit. And we got this truck here. Filling up quite nicely with steel. Which means that there's probably not too many things around here that require steel. Well, actually there are a little bit, but they are working on that one. They got the steel over there already. I've not started working on this one all that well yet, but I suppose I could assign it on that construction office. Oh, and they have started working on the train station. Oh, and they did the passenger or train platform. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, right, it's over here. I was like, I know that I set up a train refueling station here somewhere, I just don't remember where. But it's located. Just doesn't have the road connection actually, then that is something that we may want to fix. Now then, do we have chemicals for export? Not really, no. At least we got the tunnel. That was clearly going through the tunnel, actually. I mean, yeah, it allows the food trucks to cut down the distance a little bit, but don't have a huge stockpile of food here. I wonder if we have any food on the warehouses, though. We got a few tons over there, and not a lot in here. I mean, most of that is just something that we are buying to keep it relatively full. Let's have a look at this year's imports so far. 3.5 million plus another almost 0.5 million. Okay, so about 4 million total. Plus a little bit vehicles and foreign manpower. There's still a decent profit so far. Essentially double the money that we started with. Okay, over here we still need some steel, but have we got any steel on the warehouse here? We have. I think that, yeah, the truck just got there. Okay, and now we got both of these dumpers waiting over here with their loads, so that's good. Means that these can keep on working without interruptions. Well, record for HRO dismantle is December 26th, 1445. Yeah, I think I have heard that before. Someone mentioned that, I don't remember who it was, but that is quite speedy, I do have to admit. Right, do we got a decent stockpile of gravel there. We have gotten some gravel over here as well. Do we actually? No, not yet. Although what we could do is, I'm going to set up the areas around here, so that would be concrete, but we don't need that one. That's what we can't bring, that one, and that one as sources. We don't have a place to unload them. Well, actually, we could start unloading at the rail construction office already. Good stream yesterday? Well, thank you. Although I do admit, yesterday's stream was getting a bit repetitive near the end. Doing the same battles over and over again, essentially. Well, luckily, on next Sunday we'll be streaming CK3. So that's at least something different. Right, yeah, we didn't start constructing the power lines there. Honestly, we should probably do. Now, do we have... We've got at least a little bit more workers here. That's a chance to buy. Alright then. Did we set up the... Oh yeah, the technical setters are around here. We didn't actually connect to anything though. Although, I wonder... No, that's not gonna work. Not the way that I wanted it to work anyway. We'll just connect it over there once this road has been constructed. Okay, so we got the train platform completed. There's a little bit still at the mill. Means that there's probably the truck heading over here picking up more. Sooner rather than later, but that's alright. Don't have any workers in here though. Although that should be bringing some... Yep, that's another 45, and that's second 45 there. But at least with these trucks we can make sure that the workers get there in time. We can keep the production going, although not necessarily during winter. But we'll see. Now, how is this harbour coming along? It's a tiny bit more steel before it reaches the next phase, and that's going to require a lot more concrete and components and steel. Alright then. Food factory requires 18 more tons. Alright then, I mean there's been at least some progress going on in there. What are these two working on? Conveyor belt. Oh, that one. I see. Oh, and there's more steel arriving right about now. I'm guessing that is going to be used rather soon. Oh, right, yeah, there's one of the buses bringing workers down here. That's good. Apparently there wasn't enough places to take them into, though. Now, how much do we... Ooh, we actually do have a fair bit of coal there, although the ship should be... Yeah, it is heading back, so we might run a bit dry on coal again. Now, these two ships do have a fair bit of exports. Already 60, 72, 78 tons out of 85. The other one is a bit lower, but not too bad either. We've got almost 900 tons of crops at the cargo ship there. Now, once we get this one completed, we can send the ship that we have currently idle at the port here to go and bring in crops here, which can then be used in the food factory. We may need to import some of that as well, but... Well, can you do... Okay, so we are still at about 4 million in imports. But 5 million in exports, so it's not too bad. Right, how's this doing? Can it actually... No, not a lot of people can reach here, but some people can. At least the school is now within reach of a bit more people, so that's good. I wonder, is the school over here in Zagrad in... Yeah, there's still 1900 students waiting at the schoolyard. I wonder how they can fit in there, but... I don't think I want to question that too much. Okay, so there's no food in there. We've got a little bit in there. A lot of clothes are in there. So that's good. I mean, the clothing is bloody expensive anyway. Now, if we have a look at this year's imports, or rather... Electronics is almost 1 million. Crops is closing up on 2 million. There's a fair bit of travel, a fair bit of food, although the food imports have dropped down dramatically from last year. Meat has also dropped a tiny bit. Cement is actually rather large because we've been using a lot of... well, we've been using a lot of cement. Coal has been 650,000, but it has basically stopped now for the time being. Once winter hits, then there's probably going to be some extras there. And not a lot of steel imports. A little bit of mechanical components, but that's alright. A bit of asphalt, but... Ooh, and alcohol is actually being imported as well. That's because we are not producing enough, quite frankly. And we are exporting quite a bit. So we need more exports that we can do without interfering with our food production, really. I mean, steel would be a reasonable choice, but we just don't have the production capability for that in sufficient enough numbers. Another thing that we could be exporting... well, I mean, boards is something that we could export, but it's practically worthless. I mean, the price has gone up a fair bit from the start of the game, but still, it's not particularly valuable. Let's see. If we could export fabrics, then bells, that would give us a fair bit of money. And clothing, of course, is pretty good, but we just don't have the production capabilities in sufficient numbers once again. And I will take that hydrate now. There we go. We don't have electronics production or plastics. Alright, see ya, and thanks for stopping by. Now, asphalt and concrete are not particularly good options for exporting either. Actually, I'm not sure if we can export either one of those, now that I think of it. Quarry stone is not a good option. I mean, steel is alright. Prefab panels might be alright. Although, let's actually have a look. So, cement. Where is cement on the list here? There you are. So it's 215 tons per... or 215 rubles per ton. And how much do you need for a ton of prefab panels. Not a lot, actually. Like 1 ton for every 8. Or closer to 7 tons. So if the cost of prefab panels, I mean that's the 7 times that would be 340 rubles per ton of cement imported. That would be a profit of about 500 rubles minus the cost for electricity and all that. It wouldn't be quite as valuable as food or alcohol or anything like that. But at the same time, if we stop exporting as much alcohol and food, we'll still be able to export a fair bit of prefab panels. Of course, the price might drop quite dramatically. But we would also start exporting some bricks as well. I mean, those we don't actually import anything for, other than maybe coal, but even that is a bit unlikely. Maybe I should do that. I know it's not the best value. So you are taken to cargo station in Zagrad. Oh, right. So that's one of the distribution offices. This is... Okay, what about if we place you to go over there? Load... Oh, right, you can't. We need a different kind of truck for that. I see. Well, and we're probably going to delete that stuff. You know what? I'm going to send this truck back to the depot just to lower the traffic over there, and then we'll assign this one to, let's erase from line. Go there. Load bricks, wait until loaded, and then unload, wait until unloaded. Start. Though we just may need to set up these that they are exporting anything that they might have. That's going to cut down some of the problems that we might be having with them. That's already set up to everything, and I'm guessing this is the last one. That might still have, yeah. Just get rid of all of those, because you're not importing anything anyway, so it should be alright. Now, it's not going to be a lot of value, but it's better than nothing. That's going to be a bit less of alcohol being exported, which means a bit of a loss in money, so to speak, but at the same time, it should be alright. I mean, the brick factory only takes coal and energy. I mean, at least it allows them to keep on working a bit more. Actually, is that going to use the tunnel? Oh yeah, it is. Huzzah! Well, it's a good thing that there's a lot of use for the tunnel, because, well, it took a long while to build. Actually wonder, I don't think I can zoom in there now, so I can't really see what is going on in the tunnel itself, but that's alright. Ooh, the population has dropped a fair bit. If we have a look at this year, well, there's been a fair bit of escapes again. Right about this time of year. I suppose that's alright. Now we have a bit less vehicles waiting there. Okay, so that's exporting the bricks. Again, not massively. Ooh, but we can actually fit in a bit more bricks than we can fit in food or alcohol. Again, the price is smaller, so it is actually going to drop the total value of the exports. At the same time, if we can lower the amount of stuff that we need to import, then I think it's going to be worth it. So what I think I might actually do, since we got a fair bit of money, let's get a open hull. Something that has a lot of room in there. These are pretty good. Or one of these. 14 tons of prefab panels. Or 12 tons of bricks. But what we're going to do is we're going to send this to take in prefab panels to the harbor, and that should allow us to export a bit more stuff. But that will allow us actually to keep the ships moving a bit more often. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go there, wait until loaded. And then go over there and wait until unloaded and move it. We're going to... Ooh, 153 tons of prefab panels, and that's not quite twice what we could have food or alcohol or clothing. But it's still quite a bit. That should be alright. Okay, now that's heading out. 121,000 rubles. It's decent. Could be better, of course, but it's decent. They're slowly building up food stocks over here again. You might want to... Oh. Are you an export truck? Yeah, you are. What I think I'm going to do... But once you've done that... Actually, no, we need to set it on this side. Once you've done that, I'm going to send you there. No, actually. What if you send you there and delete that stop? There we go to the depot there. Just so that we'll have a bit less trucks here all the time, so that's going to cut down some of the traffic over here. Because that ship is leaving with quite a bit of things, actually. 13 tons of bricks. Oh, and the panels have just arrived. Is there a ship heading in there? Oh, yeah, there is. So how much is that full truck worth? I mean, technically it's no longer full, but it's... Okay, it's not all that valuable. But hey, it's some exports at least that we don't need to worry about affecting our food distribution. Not too much anyway. I think it's alright. How's the food factory over here? Still needs almost 10 tons of steel. Speaking of steel, how much do we have available here? None. Lovely. And, ooh, the harbour over here still needs a fair bit of steel, actually. There's some good progress has been made there. Are there... Ooh, no coal. Let's see. No one working at the processing plants. Aha. I'm building up a little bit of coal over there, at least. Should be able to process that rather quickly. Once we just get another bus with workers in here. Which I hope is this one. Nope. That is one of the construction offices. Buses, actually. So, do we have another bus around here? There's a bus. 45 workers, and that's another bus with presumably 45 workers. Yep. That's going to be 90 workers going into there. Assuming that they can actually get there in time. Well, they're not leaving yet, so seems good. Yep, they are going to work. Now we are getting the coal that we need. May need to fiddle around a little bit with the balance of this workforce here, but that's alright. Don't think I want to affect that too much, actually. Right, so we are getting 20 tons of coal all there right now. Oh, the quality of the source is only 27. What about here? 40. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. On the other hand, the fact that snow is falling can be a bit of a bad situation. Now, have they done any work on the roads here? I have started working on that one. I believe the trucks were stuck over here. Not stuck anymore. But they've gotten some workers over there. That's alright, I suppose. Oh, right, and we got the cargo station there. We do have some prefab panels and bricks in there. Actually, I should probably set up the open storage over here with wood or board be a source as well. Not that we necessarily need them right now, but I'm sure that we will in the future. Right then. Are we... Ooh, we are running a bit low on coal at the power plant. We may need to set up another truck there, but I'm starting to think that we may be exporting the coal a bit too much. I wonder if our economy could survive even though, or even without the coal exports. I wonder, there is a room over here for another ship. What I could do with the coal ship is, well, once it returns, we could set up the... Like, first it takes the coal here, then exports, and then heads back there. That will give us a bit more control and make sure that we don't run out of coal, so the trucks can keep on moving. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Right, well, at least the roads are being kept clear for the most part. Now, what I'm going to do, since we've got a decent bit of money here, can I... Hold on. Has that been upgraded already? Maybe it has. Okay then, well, this one, we'll just use some cash to get that one upgraded. That was fairly quick. Go to crops there. At some point we do need to upgrade the footpaths around here as well, just to get the people to work a little bit faster. I think I'm going to do that right now, actually. I mean, it's going to be relatively cheap anyway to build this, considering that we have about 1.5 million. Now, of course, we will be using a fair bit in the very near future again for more crops. Although, well, actually, we just used that, then oh my, we've been making a lot of cash. So, do we have a lot of fuel to export over here, for example? We do. We also have enough bitumen to export. And both of those out, and then this one. I'm gonna add in a new stop to go over there. Just so that I can then send it back every now and then. We can still get the exports. It's going to lower the amount of exports, of course. If we have a look at this year, how much have we exported coal? There's 1 million. That's not a small number. At the same time, we'll be using a fair bit of the coal now for exporting the bricks and all that. Which I don't think it's going to be a terrible idea. Now, how much do we have? Oh, that's just the fuel truck coming in. So we actually got some bricks on this and prefab panels. 112,000 rubles on that ship. Not too bad. Still a lot of alcohol and food though. And this one has 68,000. A bit of bricks and panels. Oh, there's a little bit alcohol and food. Okay, so it's not too bad. Like, the total amount per ship is probably gonna drop down a little bit. The ships can keep on moving more frequently, so I think in the end, total amount of exports is gonna be similar. Maybe a bit smaller, but not dramatically smaller. Although, now that we won't be exporting coal quite as often, then yeah, that is gonna have an effect. Now, how much? Ooh, 27 tons of steel still required there. The food factory requires Still the same 10 tons of steel, essentially. Now, have we got on any workers at the factories here? No one over there. Let's have a look. Is this gonna lose the workers before it gets there? Probably. Because it's not able to move at full speed here. If it's gonna lose them, it's gonna get close anyway. Come on, you can do this. There we go, we got the workers in there. Just in time, I think. Right, how we got on... That road is being worked on. Not very quickly though, but it is being worked on. Because that is what matters. We got the roller over there. That's been completed. That's been completed. Have they started... well... Might have started working on the bus stop there. Now then, how are we doing the roads there? That's still waiting for gravel. That's waiting for asphalt. Over here, that is waiting for... kind of a bit of asphalt. Alright then. And that one is required for workers. Or waiting for workers. And not too many by the looks of it either. Now then. That ship has quite a collection of things now. Have we got on... Ooh, we actually have 65 tons of food now. So that might allow us to keep our warehouses a bit fuller, and that means that we won't be importing as much food. If we have a look at this year food imports, well, there has still been some. Also a fair bit of meat imports. But in the long run, that's probably going to be good. We can still export them, but just now we have a bit few. Actually, are we even exporting them? I mean, clearly we are, because there is food on that truck. Ship. Almost the same thing. Almost. Have we got any steel there? No, not yet. Because we are barely producing any, but at least we now know that we can kind of, with those faster buses, we can kind of keep this place working every now and then. That... oh, that's one of the construction office workers. Or buses, rather. Need the asphalt over there, we just don't have enough dumpers right now to actually keep it working. Currently sitting at 1.5 million though, so that's not too bad. And the ships that we send, or the old ships, or the bitumen, so that's another 500,000, and that's 300, or a third of a million. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. We are gonna go over 2 million now. Well, once those actually get in there. We still didn't construct this. Not sure if we even need to construct this. I mean, we could. Technically, we could cut down maybe some of the fuel usage of the trucks here if we just have a... well, it's it'd be a bit of an expensive investment, but we could have the harbor here, and then a grain storage there, and we can then just load up the grain directly in there. With one or two trucks just going back and forth, this one and the other grain storage. And then just fill up the ship, and then the ship goes down here, drops the grain. Or we could use... well, no, I'd rather use it on bread and vodka here rather than Pravda. For Pravda we can import with a ship. Okay, that requires 5.5 tons of steel. We still haven't gotten the steel in here, but that means that just haven't been able to produce the steel, most likely. Yeah, seems a bit empty. Run out of coal by the looks of it. I think what we need to do is a bit less for the steel mine. Or iron mine, rather. Be a bit more for the coal mine. Because the source quality here is a lot smaller. And then this one can keep on working. Because I think this can't keep on working because they're running out of coal. Now this is bringing... oh. No, it's not actually bringing workers. That's a shame. Isaac, thanks for the follow. Right, we are now getting the liquid export, so to speak. And we got the ship here with a bit of bricks and prefab panels. Again, those are not particularly valuable exports, but they are exports that we can easily make here. And the cost of making those is relatively low. And it allows to keep these two working a bit more frequently. Now, we don't actually produce the cement locally, so that is a problem. Over here, we're waiting for more steel for that connection. Oh, we do have 2.1 million now. That's not too bad. Let's actually have a look at, because it's almost at the end of the year, have a look at this year's stats a little bit. So, compared to last year's, we have imported a little bit less stuff, but last year we imported almost 1 million worth of steel. But we have exported a lot more now. I think we made our new record again. We're still exporting, so we might be hitting... Might be hitting 7 million in exports. Getting rather close. But that probably means that the... No, the coal ship is not there yet. But yeah, we got a decent bit of money. So we have avoided the financial crash. Okay, so we did have a little bit meat there. Probably not enough, but... Oh, we actually have meat there, so this small truck is actually doing its work quite well. Okay, so now it's pretty much the end of the year, so let's pause for a quick moment. So the imports 4.2 million, almost 4.3 million. Electronics is now, well, crops is still the biggest one, almost 2 million worth. I mean, compared to last year's 1.7 million, yeah, the price has gone up a fair bit. I mean, we have imported a fair bit more crops as well. But the crop price is insane. We are trying to produce a fair bit. I mean, did we... No, we still didn't get the steel here. Damn it. I think next year we're going to get a fair bit more steel produced, though, with the... These two buses are over here. Have we got... Ooh, we actually have got a fair bit of chemicals. So I'm going to send this one out. Oh. Oh, bollocks. Okay, do we have the... Oh, it says that it's already assigned. Aha. Okay, how about... Let's say we do that one, and then we set line again to the... Oh, got rid of the entire line. Oh, bloody hell. That is a bit annoying. Fuck, right there. Okay, so we'll erase from the line. Go there. Load up the chemicals. I mean, we could use that one, but it doesn't really have a huge difference. This is actually going to be a bit shorter distance. Let's take the chemicals. Probably wait until loaded. Not that it's going to matter too much. Unload. Then go back there. And then wait until unloaded, and then go back to there. And launch. So it's going to take about, what, 10 tons of chemicals out again, and that's going to be a fair bit of money. Especially with the tunnel, it's not going to be too big of an issue anymore. Right, so we've got quite a few vehicles here waiting. I mean, the prefab panels are not all that... Let's actually have a... Oh, well, it's the 1st of January now, so let's have a look last year. How much did we export? Prefab panels... Okay, we didn't actually make a lot of money from the bricks and prefab panels. Like, barely any money, really, but... Well, at least it's something. Now, how much... Ooh, the food storage over here is actually growing now. We got a little bit of alcohol, that's good. So that means that we don't necessarily need to import as much. And in the long run, that's going to be brilliant. Oh, well, there goes the alcohol for something. I'm not entirely sure where it's heading right now. Either heading over there, or it's heading for either this city or this city. Now, how are the roads doing? Oh, that's been completed. But they started working on this road. And that's being completed as well. Oh, yeah, they got a fair bit of gravel here already. Still need more, of course, but that's alright. Oh wow, we got 2.6 million now. It's not the largest amount of money that we've had, but it's certainly one of the bigger amounts that we've had lately. Oh, and steel mill is working. Now, are you going to actually get there in time or not? Is the question. Apparently you are. Good. And the other one... Oh, that's the construction office. Never mind then. You don't need to worry about it. Right, the question is, are we going to have enough coal in here to keep the production going full speed? I certainly hope so, but I'm not entirely sure. It's running a bit dry every now and then. How much do we have here? We've got 20, so it's about 20 tons of coal ore. That's being turned into about 10 tons of coal. It allows us to produce about a ton of steel per day. So no, it's not running in fast enough speed. So we'll lower the amount of people at the steel mill a tiny bit. To share around a bit more. Okay, so we currently have 1,400 adults living with their parents, where the population has dropped again a fair bit during last year. I mean, it dropped a few hundred actually, so it's not that bad. Yeah, once we get this road completed, we can get around here and start working on a lot of things. Did we get a distribution office here? I don't think we did. That's a fire station. And that's the small warehouse. That's another small department store. That's a kindergarten. I think we wanted to... Right, we did set up some housing here. I suppose we could start setting up more. Take up the mod and... This is the house that we are usually using. Easily place one around here. Can we place one on the other side? Oh, yes we can. So we could assign one there, somewhere. Fairly close to the area, preferably. It'll be a little bit distant though, so we can actually get the footpath connections going correctly. Then we're going to place one around here. We don't actually have the electricity set up yet. We get... Oh, yeah, we can get one more here. Right, add the water from there. Right, so let's set up the electricity now. I think that's something that we really need to set up. I'm pretty sure that we still don't have any substations around here, do we? No, that's... No, there's not a substation, it has a footpath connection. I don't think we have any. I mean, we've got the transformer over there, and there's no electricity going from there, so yeah, I don't think we have anything there. I think I'm going to put one on this side of the... Ooh, actually. Place it something like this. Okay, well, there's the road over there, so we can utilize that. We'll place one over there and another one around here. And kind of divide the substations so that there's going to be enough power on both of them. We use the higher lines here, or the higher capacity wires here. Connect that one there. And connect this one here. We'll do something like this to make sure that they are going somewhat similar distance, so we can get a road easily under them. Connection there. And connection there. There we go. We're going to start building those. Because we are going to get that soon enough. But that's going to take care of the need for our substations. Right, we can probably get a road down here. Connect this there, and over here, a connection, or we can get a road going through there and a connection there. They don't need to be asphalt roads, of course, but might as well keep the appearance. Actually get the road going all the way there, so we can get nice footpath connections through there, but also have this road for... Oh, actually. Could get some parking lots around here. Maybe we should use the mod one. It's around here, parking lot. So it's gonna be... I think we already had one somewhere around here. Or maybe we didn't. Don't think we did. Oh well, I mean, we can certainly use one there. Although now we need to get rid of the... some of the road. So we'll cancel that. Or actually, how about we just get a large parking lot at the end here? Question is, do we have... we don't have an excavator available, so that's gonna make things slightly difficult. I don't think we can fit this one here right now. Let's see about the mod one. Can we get it there? Not quite. If we put it over here at the end, then yes, but... Okay, so what about the vanilla ones? No, it needs to be in the road section here. What about something like medium? Like, if we put it sideways here, then it does work. You know what? Maybe we'll put 2 of them here. And we'll get a road connection through there. And then we can connect that there. Okay, so that works. Then I suppose we can start placing down a bit more housing here. Go for the residential. Hold up. Are they... not in the same order for some reason. Anymore. I'm sure that the big ones are here somewhere. I'm just missing them right now. Oh, that one. Actually, I'm gonna place these right about there. And if we rotate again, we place them back to back, more or less. Ooh, well, it's there now. And a little bit of a gap for a footpath going between the houses. And another house there. That's already a fair bit of capacity for this town. And keep the steel mill area working, but probably need a lot more in all fairness. But yeah, we should probably start working on those roads. There we go. That's a decent start. Now then, let's have a look at the steel mill area. Steel mill is not working. There's no coal and there's no workers. Luckily, it's only a month away until the buses can go full speed. Yeah, that road is not doing all that strong. Bringing in bricks though, and some other stuff. Presumably that was asphalt, so let's actually have a look. Trucks or the ships over here, so that has 127,000 and that has 23,000 right now. I mean, it's still better than nothing. So did we hit the 7 million last year? No, not quite. A little bit shy of that, but not too bad. Do we have coal? Oh yeah, the coal storage is filled. Hold on, where's the... hold up. Where is the coal ship? May have bugged. Somewhere in the corner of the world again. Oh, lovely. Okay, let's just... can I send you the depot? Will you actually start moving? Okay, we may need to select that again. I don't think it will. We may need to sell the ship. How much would we get from that? 1 million? Alright, I suppose it's worth it. I mean, how much would it cost as a new one? I suppose we could actually buy it over here. Opera ship, 1.5 million. Alright then. It was like 1.2 million when it bought it, so it's certainly paid itself back. Although, is there another... Oh, there's a cargo ship. 2.5 million though, that's a bit expensive. I was wondering, there's only one hopper ship right now, it has a decent speed. I will buy that just so that I will have one. And now I can send it to there. Load. Oh, wait until loaded. And go to beyond the border, unload, and then get back here. There we go. Okay, population has dropped down to 23,000, which is a bit less than ideal. At the same time, that means that we don't need to use as much food. But it's actually going to save us some money. Ooh. Actually got a fair bit of food here now. Now, you could... Okay, you are actually bringing in food already. What about you? You're not. I suppose you could start bringing in food again. Right, so that is heading out with 80,000 rubles of exports. So the total value of the shipment, as I said, has certainly dropped. Remains to be seen if the actual value of total yearly exports will drop as well, or will we just be filling up the ships a bit faster? We've got plenty of food available there, so let's have a look. How much does the warehouse here have? Not a lot. Not a lot at all, actually. But there is still some in there. I wonder, are we just... should be getting a bit more food. Well, that takes all the remaining food there. Are we gonna get more food in here soon? Okay, yeah, there's another shipment of food. And now it's taking... well, some of that is taken away right away. Now, if I remember correctly, this one will be providing the food. Yeah, it's taking the food to the Sakura road station. Plus the meat. All the vehicles are busy. On the other hand, it's a good thing that we at least have the food in there. The trucks can just keep on moving. Right, so we're down to 2 million because we had to buy the ship, but that's alright. Speaking of ships, how's the harbor over here doing? Still missing a fair bit of steel. And the food factory has gotten a bit of steel at least. Still needs 10 tons total, but it's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, well, we don't have any steel here. Are these offices? They are working on a few things. But all of those are probably missing steel. But they're not actually working on any of those. That one's... oh right, yeah, it's not assigned to all of them. Not that it really needs to, but... right, I'm assuming... we are 12,000 population. There's less than 600 adults living with their parents right now. In there. How many are there in... oh, there's actually more in Pravda. I suppose we could easily just build a bit more housing there. Build that one, for example. Then we'll get that one. I mean, it's going to take a fair bit of panels and steel, but otherwise, not a problem. Got a little bit extra... oh, there's no one selling the booze there at the bar. I see a problem. Not a massive problem, but problem nonetheless. Now then, have we gotten the... oh, we have actually gotten the boards in there. Don't have electronic components or... oh, actually, that's a good point. We are going to have to set up that as a target for some fuel. Go for 50% capacity. Right, so that is gonna have a problem with the... I don't think it's gonna get... Oh no, that's a long road that hasn't been taken care of. Okay, never mind then. Let's see. Is this gonna get there in time or not? Guessing not, but there is still operations going in there, so maybe it did get there. Alright then. I was wrong. Right, could we actually... we do have the bus stop over there. People can walk around there. Could connect it over there. And I could connect this one just for the heck of it. Not necessarily needed, but... I'm gonna put it anyway. And actually, can we... We should probably start figuring out a road going through here to the mountains a little bit. Just because we need to get the gravel or the quarry stone from there. We'll start with that. We'll continue more later once we can actually let in some of the terrain there for a quarry, but that's gonna have to wait a little bit. Now we got one dumper waiting there. Oh, we got some of the storages already built here, that's good. Started working that road. We should start on this one. There's a fair bit of gravel in there. I mean, we started on it, but it's gonna need a lot more, so... Ooh. Started working on the transformer now. We already did the groundwork, now it's gonna need the steel and electro components. Then we can start getting the... Right, but we do need this one. Already has all the resources, just needs to be worked on. Right, but then we need to get the power lines going all the way. These power lines are a bit long. Hopefully they'll work though. So we've got two trucks waiting there with asphalt in there. Are we getting the paver in there or not? I don't think so. The paver is out somewhere. Oh, it's actually here. Is it going... Oh, it's going over here. I mean, I suppose that's good. We can get that dumper moving again. Yes, it's the... No, steel wheels are not working right now. I mean... Fair enough. Is that... That truck is empty. That is... Oh, it's the construction office bus. Never mind. It's still empty. On the other hand, the snow is about to melt. So that's good. And there we go, it is melting. Right, how much food do we have waiting here? 127 tons. That's actually a decent. And we actually got some clothing over here that will also be exported, so that's good. At the same time, do we have a lot of extra prefab panels here? Oh yeah, that's still working on full speed. Or as quickly as it can. There's not a huge demand for them right now. Have we gotten... No, we haven't gotten any steel, but I'm sure that this year will probably... Actually, how much did we produce last year? We have a look at the overall... Oh, no. Overall production last year. We produced 400 tons of steel. That's not too bad. I'm guessing this year we'll probably hit something like 500 tons, maybe more, maybe less. But it's a good start. There's still a lot of places that we need the steel, but I mean that has allowed us to basically complete the coal mine area, or coal mine section of the steel production with domestic steel at least, so that's good. Right, so have we... No, that hasn't been assigned yet, but that's alright. Once we get some construction offices around here, then we can start building that. Did we... Right, we do have the transformer there. We got the power lines going down this way. But we never set up the power lines... No, actually, we did set up the power lines there. Just never started constructing them. Mostly because we never got the electronic components there. Alright then, well, once we get that, we can build the line there. And then we'll get the substation down here. Somewhere down the line. Right, so how much... Ooh. Don't have all that many workers in there. Got excavation coming in, so that's already heading out. Paver and an excavation coming in down that way. Alright then. But this one... We've got 5 trucks here. Waiting. Lovely. But that means that once we get the town in here, we're going to start using the population in here for the construction offices there. So they don't need to go all the way back along this road to Pravdov to pick them up. Because that is a bit of a long trip. Ooh. 7.6 tons of steel required for the food factory. I think we can get that soon. We have got on the cargo road station, or road cargo station rather, already completed. How much do we have bitumen and or fuel? I know that we exported not that long ago in all fairness, so there's probably not enough for another export trip, but... Oh yeah, not even close. Never mind then. Right, we've still got a lot of food and alcohol there. Does this... No, this is not the one that got the food. Not food, clothing. Right, so there's the refrigeration truck that is waiting for food or meat to be there. Have we gotten any food piled up in Zakharat? Not really, it's still empty. I'm sure that we got plenty of trucks going in and out, so it's not about that. Yeah, there's another 6 tons, but there's a lot of demand for it. We might need to figure out some faster trucks. Or upgrade a bit of the roads here. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Well, upgrading that bit of road there. We'll upgrade the next one, Yeah, it doesn't take too much, and that's gonna speed up some of the imports at least. And then, at some point, we do need to upgrade this road over here as well. Right, so we got that road... Well, not all the way to the harbour upgraded, but close enough. We've got plenty of coal there. And this is already waiting here, so you can just launch. Just making sure that every time that this is full, I can afford sending the ship in. Which, honestly, it does fill up fairly quickly, but... not fast enough right now to keep it going all the time. But there's a clear bit of room for gravel, and... are currently picking up the panels of construction. Oh, that means that we got the footpath connection and the groundworks down here. We've already got 68 tons of prefab panels here. Just missing 1 truckload, and then the steel, of course, which is going to take a while. Although, probably not... Ooh, hold on a minute. Oh, never mind. Still missing the steel. It just looks like it's completed. No, it is not. Did we... Oh, hold on a minute. How far can we reach? Okay, so there's a few houses over here that can reach there. Unfortunately, we can't really make that any faster, I don't think. Unless... there might be a way. Say we make that connection, then connection there. That should make it a little bit quicker, at least from this area. I mean, that's pretty much the only area that matters for that food factory anyway. I think, yeah, that should make it a little bit shorter. At least for these houses. Not necessarily for this, well, it might also be for this one. Maybe. Anyway, how is the headquarters doing? Not a lot of people in there. Oh, well. Just bus came in and brought in A lot of officials and staff there. And then there's a fair bit of students as well. It's a bit too far away from most of the housing, so that is kind of a problem. Right, so do we... Ooh, hold on. And that's the Stalino gas station. I'm guessing there's... Oh, yeah, there's plenty of vehicles here. So Stalino... Go for at least... Well, 60% is probably fine. We need to have a bit of fuel there. Because if there's a lot of vehicles going to refuel at the same time, then it's gonna run out. Right, so we are finding a bit of fuel and bitumen there, at least. Chemical plant, well, at least it's working. And almost full speed, actually. How much chemicals do we have? Oh, 30 tons. Alright then. How about we send you out again? That's gonna mean that we'll get a fair bit of exports on this ship. Well, there's plenty of room, so we'll at least get one of the truckloads on this. Well, there is another ship coming in, so it might be divided between those two. Yeah, how much have we made exports this year? Only 1.1 million. So, it has certainly dropped. On the other hand, well, it's no... It hasn't dropped all that much. Like, 2.5 months for 1.1 million. We haven't gotten fuel or bitumen exports yet for this year. It's not too bad. And over here we have... Okay, we got 400 tons of bitumen. So it's about half a ship worth of bitumen and some fuel, but that's going to take a while before we can export more of that. It's alright. Do we have... Got a lot of fabric here, that's for sure. You have the chemicals required. It's working as fast as it can, but it's the clothing factory that seems to be the problem. What I could do, I could technically start exporting the fabrics as well. Although that means that we'd need to import more crops, so it's not necessarily a good idea. And still missing the steel there, alright then. Are we at least producing the steel is the question. Slowly. We got a few tons over here already. And we're picking up steel by the looks of it. Yep. We're going for the power transformer. It's actually down here. Well, that's not bad, because we can then build that and we can start working on the power lines. And we have done a little bit of work here. Even without the paver. I've probably gotten some workers in there, so that's alright. And we got that bus taking in another 45 workers to the steel mill. No, actually, it's going for our road construction. Guessing this might be steel mill. Yep. Well, not directly to the mill, but to the area. There is still almost 200 workers at the bus platform here. Actually, now over 200. Guessing also a lot of students there. Yep. What about this? Is there at least a little bit? Well, there's some students there, just not enough in all fairness. Kindergarten is rather full. Actually, I wonder, no, it doesn't tell it here how many people are without kindergarten in place. Not too bad, I suppose. Not too bad. Ooh, we don't have coal for the heating plant. That is not good. Why don't we have coal for that? Hold on, which trucks are doing it? It doesn't seem to be this place. Wait, no. No, that is not the correct location. Cargo station, meat storage. No, okay. No, it's just a separate line, okay. We may need to buy another truck for that line, quite frankly. Let's buy another dumper. Buy another one of those, they're bloody expensive, I know, but... Set line... Hold on. So this would be Pravdel. Unloading. That one. And launch. That should keep us stockpile with the coal a little bit better at least. Now then, how much? Still got 24 tons of chemicals, so we could send you out once more. Because that is a lot of export value in there, and yeah, that 130,000, it has almost 5 tons of chemicals, some clothing, a bit of panels and bricks, and a fair bit of food and alcohol. Not too shabby. How much have we exported this year already? 1.3 million, out of which, okay, the prefab panels and bricks are combined 55,000, so that's not all that much. The chemicals are even more than that. But hey, it's still something. And that ship is returning already. Well, I'll hit until it hits the port there first. We actually... No, it doesn't have the fuel there. Good. Don't need to worry about supplying it then. We'll have one truck here that is not currently on the move. Which is actually not bad. Now here's the thing. The heating plant over here now has practically only one location that needs the heating. And that's the fire station in here. I mean, it's a good idea to keep the fire station warm, because otherwise you might run out of firefighters, so to speak. No, there's actually the... No, but I'm pretty sure that these two don't really need the heating. So yeah, it's fairly small demand in there. Okay, so 127,000 already. Probably gonna get another truckload of chemicals. 140. I wonder how much do we have bitumen right now? 465 tons. We'll need about 400 tons though. It will take some time. That should be the chemical truck, yep. And the ship is off now. Almost 200,000 rubles though, so that's pretty good exports. At the same time, we're currently importing the crops by the looks of it. Yep. Just where? Right, have we got on any more steel here yet? Not really. I think we are mostly using the steel construction in the steel mill area still. We got the power line around here. When we start actually working on it. We got the resources there, just needs a bit more workers and then the power line is completed. We have done a decent bit of work on the road here. Once that's completed, we can connect it to the technical services here, and then we can keep the road clear during winter as well, which is going to be a massive boon to the productivity. Now then, so we got the open storages up here. I'm gonna set this for steel and only steel. There we go. And then this can be anything but steel and uranium. Probably don't need the wood too much either. Right, so we can set that as a... We've got one open hole here and some dumpers. Set that as a target. and unload over there. You will unload, well, whatever it needs, really. We'll buy another open hull for that office, though, because it's probably gonna need it. It'll be able to start bringing in some of the stuff here, and then we can start using that as the source for at least the panels, bricks, and boards over here. But that's going to cut down the travel times for the construction offices quite a bit. Actually, I'm going to do that already. So if we place that... No, I didn't want steel to be taken from... Okay, so steel... I'm gonna have to do this again. You're gonna take the steel from there. Then you can take the brakes from here. Panels from there. And boards from there as well. No, it doesn't have any of those yet, but... Oh, it doesn't have a covered hull. I mean, it doesn't really need a covered hull either. I will switch the other one after we actually have some stockpile in here. Just so that I can make sure that the trucks are still working. Where are you taking steel? Oh, you're taking it to... the housing already. Okay, that's good. I mean, how much? Well, it's gonna need more than that, but it's a good start. Right, so this year total, we've actually made a deficit. I mean, we did buy a vehicle, so there's that. I mean, technically, the selling of the vehicle was about $1 million, so we made a 500,000 deficit there. So without that, we would have actually made a tiny profit. But it is a rather small profit in all fairness. Now I'm pretty sure that the coal export ship is around here. I'm just going to send it out again. Because I am certain that that is full. Now I wonder, has this starting to fill up again? Slowly. It's going to take a while, of course, but better than nothing. Now let's have a look at the pollution. Ooh, yeah, that pollution is not good. That's the... Oh! Don't have the crops there. Alright then, I'll start importing the crops directly in here. It's going to be a bit expensive delivery cost. But we can then assign... Is this the place that provides the food? You're going to be loading the alcohol. Okay, so you are unloading food there. So I'm guessing you got the bread and vodka cargo station where you are loading food. Good. So what are you going to do? Is we're going to set up that as a source for food. You can... Technically, we don't need to unload with this one. That just means that the trucks over there can keep working a bit sooner, I reckon. Wait, is that? That's not going anywhere yet. That one's heading out for... over there, I believe. Got a lot of it through there. We could probably have a lot more, though. Buildings on fire. Train platform. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We don't have a fire station built up yet here. Oh, we're going to lose that one. Well, we're going to always rebuild it. It's not the end of the world. It is a bit of a shame. It's way too far away for us to get a fire station there. Or fire truck in here. Eventually we will have a fire station down this way, but That is taking a while still. I actually wonder, do we... Right, that goes in there. The road connects down this way, okay. And then it can go around there or around there. But that fire is going to be a problem. Luckily the fire doesn't spread in this game, not yet anyway. I think the open storage over there built. That one already got the gravel portion, now it needs the asphalt. Not too shabby, but yeah, that doesn't look good. Got a little bit of steel here. I think it's the old mine is the problem. Okay, so what we're gonna do, iron mine can probably survive it a bit less, and the processing especially. And the coal processing plant can also probably survive a bit less. Or wait a bit less, so we're gonna get more workers at the iron mine there, because that seems to be where we lack the most right now. Oh, I destroyed the building. Oh well, I suppose we could get rid of that road at least. Probably need to get rid of that road as well, so that we'll just rebuild it eventually. Although I wonder, can we fit in the small train platform? No, we need to get rid of those tracks over there as well. Oh, well, we'll do that some other time. Zero damage, 20,000 rubles, so it's not that bad, in all fairness. I can start working on that one because it's a bit too far away from the offices. But once we get over here, then it should be alright. Now then, at some point we can set up some oil pumps around here again, and maybe another oil refinery over there. And we'll have the vehicle production and all that sort of stuff. And for the vehicle production, we're going to have to bring up some fabrics from there. But that shouldn't be a problem. Right, it kind of feels a bit weird that they actually got the panel completed. I can't click on it anymore. They were working for it for quite a while. But in the end it was actually... Well, once they started working on it properly, then it went rather quick. Okay, so now we definitely have a decent food stockpile here. And we got... Ooh, that crops ship is heading out soon. And that vehicle has... It has a decent bit of exports, and could certainly have more. But the distillery is working pretty much as fast as it can right now. Oh right, I forgot, I never got... Yeah, because we didn't get the steel for this one yet. They have gotten some steel for the grain storage though. Which is a good thing, we do need it. Also the gas station, we need to set the Sequoia to actually work on that one. We'll get the concrete and then we can get the gas station up. Also did we... Oh right, we do need to sign it for this one as well. There we go, that should help. I actually wonder, has the Sequoia office then been on a shorter range? No, it is 3,000. It doesn't have too many things to work on either. That's a bit weird. Now this... Oh, then lays the steel. Have we gotten any steel here? I doubt that. Nope. No steel there. Oh, and the crop ship is heading out again. We do have plenty of crops in here though, so it's not going to be a problem. Okay, there's a bit of extra room there. Has the... No, the ship has not returned there yet. Well, that is alright. Rather a bit too much coal than too little. Also, is the coal finally piling up there slowly? It's almost 100 tons of coal there. Over here we don't have all that much. other trains available to buy. We'll start upgrading some of the roads here still. Now, of course, it's going to cause some logistical issues here for a short while, but should be alright. Like, I'm pretty sure that it's going to take 2 trucks and a fair bit of workers, but the... Oh, right, the open haul truck is bringing in the paver in here already. That's good. And then just 2 dumpers, and then... Well, it is going to need a roller in there as well, but it should be done relatively quickly. Like, this is kind of the efficiency that you need, in all fairness. Oh, and we're back to 2.5 million, although now we started importing the crops, and it's going to drop down to 2.2 million-ish. Okay, the coal ship is heading back. Do we have... Nope, enough for exporting. Coal, on the other hand, is almost full. I think I'm gonna upgrade that one real quick. I'm gonna just use some cash on that. Because it's gonna speed up things even more. Okay, 1,000 proud buildings in fire. Well, might be a problem, but the fire truck is all on its way. There's 1, 2 injured, 3 injured. Might actually be... Oh, yeah, it's still piling up a little bit. I think there were 5 injured total. But no one died. That's the main thing. Right, so the radio station still has a rating of 53. Or somewhere around there. Not too bad. Actually, let me have a look at real quick. How good is the current government loyalty? I reckon it's probably somewhere around 30-ish%. Well, let's have a look. No, it's not 30%. 23 maybe. About close to a quarter, I suppose. Not quite there. A little important the crops by the looks of it. Oh, we have gotten a tiny bit of steel here again. Just not enough to actually complete the building. Now, the steel mill is at least working. Actually working over decent speed now. Because the mine is actually getting 30 tons of coal ore out every day, and that is then turned into about 15 tons. Well, it's not every day, but current speed is 30 tons, and then it's made into 15 tons of coal, and that's turned into a few tons of steel. Again, it could be a lot better. But I'm not complaining. Right, well, let's clear out some of these. Actually, I'm not sure if we need to clear out more than that. Right, let's set up the small drain platform here again if we can. Although I'm not entirely sure. The existing tracks might be a bit of a problem now. By the looks of it. And the road there. Okay, so we may need to move it back a tiny bit. Oh, lovely. Another building is on fire. We'll place that there. And get the road connection on this side and on that. Hold on a minute. Oh no. Too close to that. Okay, well... crap. I suppose that's gonna have to do it then. We'll build that. Don't think we need this one. Not anymore. Then we just need to... So what building... Oh, come on. Alright then, well, that's another station that we need to rebuild. Well, I'm not gonna connect this to there then, because it's not gonna get done. At least we can start working on that road real quick. Right, so we got the open storage over here. We have started working on the brick factory. Oh, we've actually gotten some steel there. Oh, that's handy. We got the bus stop completed. Yeah, we really need to get towards the fire station here. I wonder, is there a possibility to get under here somewhere? Oh, no, the building got destroyed. If we didn't have the footpath there, it might be possible to get through there with a road. I'm just thinking that might cut down the travel time from the fire station. Okay, let's give it a shot. Cancel some of that footpath. And then get a road from here. Okay, can we get through there? It's doesn't look like a no. No, I don't think we can. I wonder if we could get... no, I don't think... That's not going to work. Oh, we can just put down the footpath back in there. Now I cut down the road again. Oh, no, actually, it's the same point as it was before. I wonder, actually, do we need to... Well, no, I think that's going to be good enough. That was 37,000 rubles worth of damage. I'm guessing the next... Oh, crap. We really need to get the fire station up there. Luckily, it hasn't been the steel mill that was on fire. Otherwise... Oh, man, that would have been bad. So that leads to the engine there. I don't think I can't really get a road around here, which is a bit of a shame. The only road is going to have to be through there. I mean, footpath is going to have a connection from that bus stop at least until here, but... Have we... Oh, we do actually have a decent bit of fuel there. That's good. What are we doing in terms of money now for this year? Still 200,000 in the red. Well, not too bad. Still at least producing steel. We got... Oh, we'll be getting some of the steel from here and taken to the warehouses or storages. Okay, so over here we got a little bit of bricks, boards, and prefab panels. At least, so we can set up this one. Let's see. Bricks. Okay, from there. Panels. From there, and board. Okay, also from there. There we go. That is going to cut down the travel times quite significantly. And the trucks over here, I mean, at least they can bring in a lot of stuff in there at once, so it's not too bad. Basically, at least 2 truckloads with one truck. Well, truckloads that the construction office uses. Oh, we actually managed to get a lot of steel here, but still missing several tons. How are you doing? We got 750 tons of drops there. That one has actually a bit of clothing. I wonder, do we have chemicals for export? We might. That one out. And bitumen, not yet. sure that we will get at some point. We have started getting a lot of food in here, which is actually costing a fair bit in imports, I guess. And the harbor is not completed yet. Although, they have got an inch in the next phase, and I just need the components and a bit more steel. The progress has been made. And we can start bringing some crops directly here, and then with this... Oh, actually, we have these two over there. What we can do is we can send them over there. And use those to bring in the crops from the harbor to the food factory. It's not going to be perfect, but it's at least going to be something. We might get a third one actually for that. But in all likelihood that's not going to happen today. We're going to be ending in about a month in game time. Right, we have started working in the substation here. It is going to need the other office as well, unfortunately, but we can already assign it. We've got a lot of dumpers here waiting, dumper over there waiting. How are the roads over here doing? So we got the transformer, we got the power lines all the way there. The other lines are still waiting for some steel. It's not too bad. That road all the way up here is now completed, that's good. And that train station has been completed. That's good. And then we got the depot here. Which, well, we don't have any trains there yet, but that's alright. Oh, and we started working... Ooh, a bit more steel for the diesel station. Then we can start filling that one up as well. Okay, we have actually built up a bit of stockpile of coal. I mean, it's still being used, unfortunately. And at the power plant, we probably need to set up another truck to bring in the coal here. And there's room for 2 trucks at the same time. Let's see, if we were to buy yet another one of these, and then assign the line... Power plant, aggregate loading. That's gonna help us keeping up to date on the coal requirements here. The launch. Oh right, there's a tiny bit of footpath over there that we could upgrade with some cash. There we go. That's going to allow the people to go even faster. I mean, it doesn't have a massive effect on the grand scheme. Ooh, we actually have a vote of alcohol here waiting. Oh, and that ship is leaving now. Did get the 9.6 tons of chemicals, so yeah, it's a decent bit of exports there. We get a fair bit of export as well. We can send the coal ship out again. And yeah, it is full. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that it's full, and so it was. Still got some of these old vehicles in here. Taking people to work. Right, how is the population doing it here? There's 900 people living with their parents. 12,500 total population there. What about here? 11,000 and also 900 people living with their parents. Okay, so we got a decent bit of extra population that can then be transferred over here. Now, of course, it's going to take a long while to actually get that far in there, but I think, well, maybe in 2 years or so. Now, how much? Yeah, we are producing steel. Don't have many workers in there. Are you? You're working for one of the construction offices. We never started working the footpaths here, but that's alright. I'm not far off from getting to the first one of these distribution offices here. Which we can probably set on up in a location to take the... Actually, probably all the construction materials that can be stored in open storages we store around here. Now, what would that be? That would be bricks? Probably not on board in here. I mean, I suppose there are rooms, or there is room to do that, but at the same time, I don't think we need to. We don't use boards all that much, but we can have some trucks bring in boards from other areas, or the oil area from here, because this still has plenty of boards. It's not going to run out anytime soon. There's still 8,000 tons currently, and we can always plant more, so that's not really a problem. Okay, the average lifespan is actually not all that high, and the average age is actually surprisingly high. At the same time, it's still under 30. And a bit long crops though, that means that we'll be importing quite a bit of it very soon. Oh, we actually have 4 food storages here. Well, at least for a moment. We do have plenty of trucks that will take the food. And that is loading up probably some food. Oh, right, I was trying to leave already. Never mind then. Well, I mean, this will take on the alcohol and food there, so that's alright. Well, so these... Oh, no, they still technically have stuff that they are working on in Pravdal. But outside of that, not really a whole that much. Now, one thing that I could do... I could start upgrading some of the roads around here. Maybe I'll upgrade that road first. So it will not interfere too much with the traffic around here. But then I can start upgrading a bit more of these roads here. And then maybe upgrade the road going all the way there. And maybe here as well. You know, just to speed up some of the travel there. Because the population hasn't actually reached the 25,000 again yet, but that's actually not a terrible thing. Is the school still... Okay, it's no longer 1,900 people waiting outside, it's 1,700. All bloody massive amount, but could be worse. So the paver is over there. Ooh, is that working on the concrete plant? Well, at least the crowd works on that one. Actual construction is probably going to take a while. How many things are we working with these offices now? I guess it's still quite a few. Oh, but it's a bit of a long list, yeah. We'll certainly get most of those done in due time. Not all of them. Now, how much steel are we missing over here? Because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we got the components already. 22 tons of steel. And we got the house here completed. Probably rather recently. Okay, that means a bit less adults living with the... Oh, yeah, it's very recently. But yeah, a bit less adults living with their parents, so that's alright. Food factory is working, just can't store more food. We may need to set up more other 12 trucks here. You get one of them. So the LZ100 semi-trailer has 6.5. Trailer has 6 tons. Okay, so this one is the biggest one. We'll buy at least one of those. But let's actually have a look. Have we been importing food this year? A tiny bit. Not lately, though. Crops, on the other hand, are still even more. And then the electronics is still rather massive. And meat, okay, meat is still a problem. But meat is not really the biggest problem that we have right now. Now then, we have plenty of work over here. Although, yeah, we probably actually would have a fair bit of fabrics to export. And I'm guessing the fabric exports would be worth it, especially since we're using domestic chemicals. Let's say, if we were to set up the warehouse over here to accept cloth, or fabric rather. A little bit, not a lot though, but a little bit. Then we're going to set up this one, I believe. Unload fabric, and at the Eastern Albravostock cargo station, load fabric. At least a little bit of fabric in there, but we can take a fair bit of it out. We'll go for 20%. That means that there's going to be some clothing waiting here as well. That's not a catastrophe, in all fairness. Now we do need to set up the trucks over here that are doing the exporting to actually pick up some of the fabrics as well. Which, this is one of them. Load fabric. And that is another one. You can load fabric as well. And now it is 1st of July, so we will be following here. We've already been streaming for 3.5 hours, so I think it's alright for the day. I will be back on Wednesday with some Crusader Kings 3, and Thursday with Dwarf Fortress, Sunday with more Crusader Kings, and then next Monday with more of this, and probably Wednesday as well. Anyway, actually, might as well raid someone. See who's on. Actually, quite a few people are streaming right now. I think we will go raid Mordred Viking. So stand by. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.
And that's going to raise our total armies to 900 now. Hey, Zatalia! Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to Zate's viewers. How are you guys doing? Were you playing that Soviet building game, whose name I've already forgot? Workers and something. Ellen is in hiding. Ellen bullying her. She. Good. Do not seek out trouble when it's unnecessary.